Since the dawn of time, there has been conflict as to who's the best and why. Wars have been fought, blood has been spilled, and Facebook reactions have used the care option. In any other arena, a good old-fashioned debate or look at previous results would settle things. But in the world of full-contact banger racing pages, a full-contact banger racing tournament can be used to decide who is best. After all, it is the only way. Coming up, it's the return of Caged versus Northern Bangers versus Totally Trashed. First blood was Northern Bangers at Ipswich. Can they maintain their domination, or will either Caged or Totally Trashed dethrone them? Only one way to find out. All bets are off, the gloves are on, and the teams are ready. Tonight, WEBACRASH version 2.0 at Wisbeach. Caged versus Northern Bangers versus Totally Trashed. The second coming. There can only be one winner. Let's find out. There will be a second place team. There will be a third place team. And there will be plenty of trash-talking excuses and finger-wagging. Not forgetting, you okay, hon? Let the battle commence. And yes, indeed, here we are now. We're at WEBACRASH version 2.0. I'm Ed Fahey, and in the commentary box with me this evening, it's Jordan Hollins.
Yes, good evening, everyone. Good evening, Ed. How are we all?
Good. Well, thanks very much to Sinister Voice Guy, whoever he was, to lead us in there at the start. So, yeah, hopefully he set the scene. And, yeah, pretty much like he said, we're back. It's Caged versus Northern Bangers versus Totally Trashed. We're only saying Caged first because we're basically going in alphabetical order. So C comes before M, comes before T. You okay with that, Jordan?
Yes, I'm okay with that. I think that's a very good and very wise explanation choice. Yeah, and it'll be nice and equal for everyone as well.
Okay, so coming up tonight, we've got 8 races. We have 6 heats. We have the final push, obviously, and then we have the Dogs of War, the DD. Basically 3 teams. We have 7 drivers per team, and some of the best drivers in the land, both virtual and real banger racing, have been picked. Very quickly, the point structure for tonight: a race win 20 points, second 15, third 10, and then fourth 5 points. And obviously, those points will go up a little bit for the final. First place gets 40, second 30, third 20, and fourth 10. And the DD, the winner of the DD, gets 20 points, and second place gets 10 points. Basically, the usual Wreckfest rules apply. Obviously, the more cars you're going to get across the line, the better. But, you know, like American football, the team taxes will come in very much so. There's a place for the wreckers, there's a place for the rodders, and there's definitely a place for the guys who can do both. But we'll very quickly go into the teams that we have. Let's look at the defending champions first, Jordan, Northern Bangers team. You've got the list there.
So Northern Bangers line up as 32 Callum Reid, 267 Danny Grady. The team captain is 400 Dippy Danny Potts, 402 Jamie Potts, Dippy's number 1 son, lines up from. You also have 467 Sheldon Grimes. He's no stranger to the Wreckfest game. Has won multiple titles in the Wreckfest Banger League. 474 is Paul Amos. 478 is Craig Royal. And finally, the very, very quick 622 Harvey Webb. That's how your defending champions line up. Yeah,
that's a very strong lineup as well. And looking at the cars they've brought, they've pretty much done what you need to do for team meeting. Bring tools, now I know it's only virtual racing. You know, cars that handle well will take a bit of a bait and come back for more. So there's only basically 3 models of car in there. Callum Reid, Danny Grady, Mark III Supras, Dippy and Son with E-Class Mercs, and everybody else has brought a Frogeye estate. So yeah, interested to see how it goes. But let's move on to the second team, Totally Trashed. Number 20, the Caged World Champion Gold Top, Josh Mashin. 67 is Steve Almond. Actually, he's a reserve. He might come in later on. We have number 70, Cy Needle, the Needle himself in the Granada Limousine. Matty Simpson in the Granada Minster. Brent Shaw, the Viking, the Afro. He's got a Granada Estate. Kieran Smith in 184 in the Granada Saloon. Ben Aves, Gandalf, one of the driving forces behind. Totally Trashed. He's the team captain, and he's brought a Granada Coupe. Mark 1 Coupe. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see how it goes for that one. And again, a strong team, a good selection of wreckers, racers, and in-betweeners. But as I say, never dissuade the in-betweeners. So, Jordan, we have a third team. I think they're called Caged. Who have they got?
Yep, so Caged line up with number 2, John Bricknell's in at number 1. 29, Matt Josie, whoever he is, he lines up and will captain the team, exactly. 150 is Dale Blackett, Slipper. He's got a Toyota Supra. 254, David Hands, Titty Dave, always a lively customer on Wreckfest. 391 is Sparky, Adam Bligden. 811, Kieran McIver, Motorhead, who is the Caged Points Champion. And finally, 828, Liam Horner, T-Boy, in a Mark II Granada Saloon. So a nice variety of cars for Caged. So it'll be interesting to see how they get on. But as you said, Ed, you need tools in these team meetings, and I'm not quite sure if Caged have the tools required.
I think they do. The team captain's obviously just showing off a bit as he likes to do. He's bought a Pontiac GTO. And I mean, given the intense, tight nature of this track, it's not really the in there. Let's see what he does from the front with a car that pretty much can only go in straight lines. So it kind of suits Matt's driving style, really. We're just getting ready now to go. Any second now. Marshals are just about ready for this one. Jet in the front row, we have Jamie Potts, and beside him is Dave Saws. He's a reserve. He actually did make it out, but we're getting ready to go now. The flags are coming out. Cars are just rocking there so they don't get booted from the game. Of course, it is a flip side of Wreckfest, probably the only flip side, really, apart from getting the urine extracted by myself and Jordan. But getting ready to go, Jordan. You ready?
Yep, we are ready to go for WEBACRASH 2.0, who will come out victorious in this battle of the banger pages, and is totally trashed. He's got away well. 2-1-2 there, Dave Saws. As a big push in behind, I think that's T-Boy going for a spin on the home straight. There's all a gaggle coming together there on turn number one as more cars go spinning on the back straight. But it is three abreast for the lead now, and it looks like the world champion, Josh Matchin, just gets his nose in front going into turn number one. Northern Bangers taking each other out there on the home straight. That's not what you want to be doing, early boys. And massive T-bone there going into turn number one. Looks like a caged Carsel, not an opposite. I thought he was going, but I think he just got spun out there. It's been a hectic start in this one as T-Boy goes spun out courtesy of Northern Bangers yet again.
It looks like a very frantic start, but obviously all the drivers are racing for points in this one rather than racing for themselves. As you see, that goal top, he's clipped the post. He might have taken himself out there. See what happened there now? Look at that now, he's lost every position he was in. He's left himself open to a right pasting. But at the moment, it is Jamie Potts in the lead. Second place is Shifty. So basically, at the moment, just checking the list here. Yeah, we've Northern Bangers 1-2. Actually, we've Northern Bangers 1-2-3. That's Reedy in third place. Kieran McIver holding up the cage on there in fourth position. Like you say, clock up the points. Basic consistency is going to win this one like any good team meeting. But it's at the moment, Shifty in first place. Potsy second. Has been a switch there now. Northern Bangers boys out a little bit of exchanging of positions, but as long as them three guys keep going, be a good points haul as it is. But is that a case where I'm there? No, he was a lockdown. But looks like switching Northern Bangers guys all over very smart. They're very hard to tell apart from their hours on top. But yeah, so far looks like it's opening salvo for the defending champions.
Yep. So Northern Bangers have got off to a good start as we're halfway through this opening encounter, the first engagement. Shifty leads the way. Jamie Potts in second position. Josh Matchin in third. Can anyone stop Lamai of Northern Bangers here in this one?
Oh, and the Starling were slapping into the points again. Still Shifty in the lead. Potsy second. And Spikey pulled his way up to fourth position. Here's it. Checking the list here for update. Totally Trash then in fifth place. Josh Masters pushed up into fourth position. So it's a Northern Bangers 1, 2, 3, 4 at the moment. Let's see what we can get here. We're coming into 5 laps to go. A few guys waiting on up out to get back into the flow of the race there. But yeah, there's not that many cars being taken over. Obviously, the 3 cars in the middle are the Marshall's cars, so they can't really disregard them as retirees from the race. But Jamie Potts under a bit of pressure. Who's he pushed in there? Nice up there, the pit man. We might get a change of order here. See if we can get going again. Oh, look at that. Nice bit of formation flying there from our Barnes boys. Yep. Jamie Potts up into second place. Sorry, into the lead. But caged up into third place. Is that T-Boy in third? That's Spikey in third. Then Josh Mashin in fourth place.
Oh, as John Bricknell goes in on one of the Northern Bangers guys there. But it's still Shifty in the lead. Jamie Potts in second position. Spikey in third. Doing a great job for Caged. And Josh Matchin for Totally Trash. Mate, there's a massive following in. One of the Totally Trash boys going in on one of the Northern Bangers lads. That's what you've got to do if you want to beat the defending champions here tonight. Awesome stuff there. But they still lead 1-2 in this one.
1-2 in this?
In the final couple of laps.
Yeah, so it was 1-2 with Josh Mashin there. Totally Trash picked his way into third position. Good driving there. Sydney was pretty much at the back near the start. I was saying he's just, keep the head down, concentrate on what you can do. Coming to the last lap boards now. Gary Webb spins out. At the moment, Shifty beginning his last lap. He's Jamie Potts behind him. Josh Mashin waiting there for a scalp. He's not too far behind the meter. If these 2 guys get taken out of the last corner, we're coming through now. See what he can get. It's a clear run, or is it? It is. Shifty takes first bird for Northern Bangers.
It is. It's a Northern Bangers 1-2 with Jamie Potts in behind. We're waiting for Sparky to come through, see if he can salvage something for Team Cage. Get 10 points on the board, maybe.
I think there was just a dive there at the very last second, Jordan. So we'll have to wait for the formal result there at the end. There was between third and fourth, or fourth and fifth rather. There was a good bit of scrapping going on. Basically, these guys kept racing till the end. So it's one of the reasons these guys are paid to keep racing. Don't give up. Like any good team meeting. Smithy. Sorry, the Marshalls having a quick debate here already.
The counter's just counting down now in this opening heat race. Fast and frenetic, but I think the wreckers have got their eye in, and the Rodders have certainly got their eye in as well.
Yeah,
See if that form keeps up for the second race.
Yeah, just looking there at who didn't finish this one, it's plenty of scalps were claimed. But just waiting to see first result. Yes, a 1-2 for Northern Bangers. Third. Oh, sorry, I do apologise. We need to scroll up a bit there in the official results, please, Mr. Marshall, just to see who got first place. Yeah, here we go. Shifty first, Jamie Potts second, Spikey got third. Smithy for Totally Trash basically claimed his way back on the fourth position. Yeah, interesting. Each team has scored points, which is what we wanted, really.
Exactly. So, I've just run through the points quickly of this opening race for you guys. And I believe it is Northern Bangers in the lead on 35 points. Aged in third on 10, if I do believe. Just check the result again quickly. Yep, Caged in third in 10. And in fourth position, it is Totally Trashed with 5. So nice and even there, but already quite a big gap opening up for Northern Bangers. But there were still 7 events left to go.
There were, but if you remember from, I'd say more than half that race was a formation flight of Northern Bangers cars. There were 4 together. Now, normally, if that was a normal event, that you wouldn't see that. So they're working together. They've been told to work together as a team. So this is what's good. This is what you want to see. Like, they can race when they want, they can wreck when they want, but just literally work as a team as well. Don't forget, this was a real meeting now. They'd all be in the pits helping each other out too. So, it's as important. It's pretty the only real advantage of virtual racing. There's no messing around the pits afterwards. Literally get straight back out again. As if you press the magic button, all the dents are gone, all the jackings are gone, all the bent wishbones are gone. So yeah, we're just getting ready for race 2, which is the second front. So, basically, who didn't finish that one? I see the three team captains didn't finish that one, so did they get stuck in, or did they just get caught up in the flood? What do you reckon, Jordan?
Well, I don't know. I think around Wiz Beach, it's a very tight and technical track. It doesn't take much for you to get caught up in the action, especially on a meeting like this. So I think maybe just a little bit of bad luck. But I think the cars are starting to get ready now for the second heat race. So it'll be interesting to see whether those same drivers go wrecking in this one or whether the Rodders go for wrecking.
I think just carry on as before is what they're going to do. The three marshals car pulling up. But we're getting ready now. Heat 2, the second front, 15 more laps. I'm just going to wait till the screen comes back. Oh, look at that, totally trashed on the front. It's Cy Needle on one side and Matty Simpson on the other. They're going to try and go for this to claim back a few points, a bit of glory. But look at that, right behind them, it's Matt Josie again. And for Northern Barnes, it's Gary Webb. So yeah, quite a few Northern Barnes cars at the back there. Sorry, on the third row of the grid. But it's basically like any motor race. It doesn't matter where you're at the start, it's where you're at the finish that matters. But let's see if the totally trash boys can keep it going. Obviously, we'll get a pile up soon, but the green flag is just about getting ready to go. We are green. Matty Simpson leads the way. So Neil Cotton there. Matt Josie in the second place. Let's see all of that. Like I said, trying to get caught up in the pit pen. A massive pile up there. These 6 cars are in the fence. But let's see what happens when they come around again. The early leader is Matt Simpson. Matt Josie in second place. Josh Mash in third. Spikey for fourth. Early on, Cage have the advantage here in position, but let's see what happens here.
Yep, it is totally trashed in the lead of this one with Matty Simpson, Josh Matchin in second position. Spikey again doing his bit for Team Cage. D is third. So Matty goes for a spin on the home straight and he gets collected. But he's continuing on it. But it all depends how much damage has been done to that Granada. So I think we have had a change of race lead. We'll just confirm that for you very, very shortly.
Yeah, it looks like Josh Mashin is actually taking lead, but there's a fairly tight battle going on for second place. But it's a team battle this time. It's Slipper and Spikey. Basically, they're just motoring around together and see if we can come around. There they are together, running together. Might be a black cross being dished out here by the marshals. And there's a fairly good battle as well. Kieran McGovern and Liam Horner gets a black cross for that one. Oh boy. But hey, he'll keep going. Kieran McGovern then up to fourth place. Matt Simpson in fifth. Oh no, he's pushed his way down. Him and Cy Needler scrapping again. What a shot there by Jamie Potts on the side of Dow Sauce. He actually drove through the side of his car there. More team tactics going on here. But look at that, they're being shoved around the place. But at the same time, there's a little gaggle again of totally trashed cars for a change. Last one was on Barnes, this time it's totally trashed.
And we have had a change of race lead. It is 3-1 Sparky Adam Bligden in the lead. The world champions down into second for totally trashed. Slipper is third, and Motorhead is fourth for Team Caged. So Caged looking to get some points back now this time. As I was just going to say, Northern Bangers are actually out of the points, but they've just gone up into fourth now. Yeah. And there is a few gaggles going on there as more cars get disposed of, and we are at the halfway stage of this second heat race.
Yeah, there's a fairly good scrap going on for the lead too between Josh Mashin and Spikey. They're really pushing now their neck and neck as they go around. But then, let's see now. We're just waiting for the screen to update again. Look at the amount of cars that are still in the race, apart from the 3 Marshals cars on the middle. Every single other car did start this race properly. Who was that piled in on the high bend? Oh, the nice jack and train foreman there. Now we knew it was going to happen. But Spikey's still in second place, or is he? I think he's in third place. We're just waiting for the screen to update again. But we're coming up to 5 laps to go here now at the moment. There's been a change for the lead again. In between all the smashing, there's actually a very decent race going on. Who's that on Oppo? Looks like one of the totally trash guys from what we can see. Let's see what we get here. The screen straightens up again. Josh Mashin then in the second place. I think at the moment it's still 267 is still in the lead. So yeah, Northern Barnes, like we said, Danny Grady. See what we got here now as our camera switches to follow him. Kieran McGovern then up to third place, so might get a nice little points haul for Cage. But I mean, just because you win isn't the main thing. It's it's consistency as well. So if you win, but the other team gets second, third, fourth positions, it's where the points are going to do. But Josh Mashin now into the lead for totally trashed.
Oh, as he gets spun out there by Craig Royal, Weasel Jr.
Let's see. No, it's still got
change of lead now. It is 8-11 Motorhead. Kieran McIver in the lead for Cage. Slipper Dale Blackett's also there in second position. So it's a Cage 1-2. The world champions in third for totally trashed. And Northern Bangers are in fourth position, but the order's changed again. I can't keep up with this one, Ed. As totally trashed come together on the home straight yet again.
They do, but Kieran McGregor took the lead there at the crucial point to take the lead, but there's the gap there. They're more or less together. 4 cars together. They come in. It's caught out. Is that lap going to change again? Josh smashing it. No, you've got to lead again. Kieran McGregor into the lead. As the last lap board is shown. He's got Josh smashing right behind him. Oh, what a shot. But Kieran McGregor's getting away with it down there. Looks like there's the gap that he has, about 10 car spaces. To get through, he's getting pushed into the grass.
That's so unlucky.
He's been taken over. That's unlucky. He's going to go again. Slipper. Is that Dale Blackett takes the lead? Yes,
it is. Dale Blackett takes the win there for Caged. What an awesome final lap. Kieran McIver did so well to avoid the carnage on the first bend, but he just got caught up and he tried to dive to the inside on turn number 3, and then he got caught up on one of the infield tyre markers. But that's how easy it is, Ed. You go one way, your opponent goes the other, and then you just get caught up on either a post or an infield tyre. So it's not only the opponents you have to watch out for, it is the actual track itself. Brilliant stuff there on the final lap.
Yeah,
and we'll see what that's done to their points tally in just a minute.
Yeah, fantastic race. Like we said, Kieran McGregor definitely man to watch. But like you say, the Cage boys in that race, they didn't give up. No, we were thinking, all right, totally trashed out this one, but they didn't. About halfway point, Northern Bangers were kind of leading the way, and then towards the end, it was Caged. So like we said at the end, it's like we're saying nearly every time, it's not about where you're at the start, it's not about the finish. But there is the official result. First place, Dale Blackett for Cage. Second place, Kieran McIver for Cage. Third place, Adam Blaney for Cage. So Cage 1, 2, 3. Josh Marshall, fourth place for Totally Trashed. And Northern Bangers this time only managing 5th position. So let's see what difference that will make to the points. Basically, Northern Bangers have scored very badly in that one. So Cage basically have pulled a whole lot of points in. So if we can get races like the first two all night with different results and proper team tactics sticking in, you just won't know until the very end who's going to win this one.
No, definitely not. And with that result, Caged have taken the lead of WEBACRASH 2.0. It is very, very tight between Northern Bangers and Totally Trashed, but it is Northern Bangers that just edge it. They are still on 35 points and Totally Trashed and now on 10.
Yep. Well, let's see. I mean, it's all about team. It's basically all about as many cars you can get across the line. So, I mean, Totally Trashed have a fair opportunity now to pull across. I mean, look, they bought good drivers. It's not the bit that the old workman blames the tools like that. I mean, there's good drivers there, there's good cars there. So they were just unlucky in that one. I mean, they could pull it all together for Heat 3, which will be coming up very shortly, which is aptly called No Man's Land. So basically, we've had a 2-way traffic on this one, first 2 races. So let's be into 3-way traffic now. But there's an official confirmation of the points after race number 2. Cage lead at 55 points, Northern Bangers with 35, and Totally Trashed with 10 points. So, coming into the third race, it's just going to be the same again, I think.
Yep, I think so. I think the guys have got their eye in now, so it'll be interesting to see what happens here from him. But that second race was, I think, a little bit more frantic. I think people realised the drivers they had to take out. And on that last lap was just, typical Wreckfest, really. The race is never won and decided until you reach that checkered flag.
Yeah, I think so too. Just see what's going on in the Gulf corner at the moment. Not much, really. It's just a few marshals' decisions being given out. To be fair, the guys are racing very fairly. There's not too much on oppo. There's not too much cutting across the middle. They're all told before there's any major mess and you get points docked, which is not what you want right now. It's pretty much not what you want at all. There's no point going for that one glory shot if it loses your team even 10 points, because, I mean, you've seen how valuable the points are now. I mean, of a potential haul, you could lose it all in one go. But we're getting ready now for race number 3, No Man's Land.
Yep, No Man's Land. Caged have a 20-point lead at the moment over Northern Bangers, who have a 25-point lead over Totally Trashed in third position. So Caged will be looking to keep the momentum going in this third heat race of the night.
Well, look at that now.
It is Northern Bangers who are on the front row together, Ed, with Shifty and Weasel Jr. in 478.
These guys are two of the wreckers on the Northern Bangers team, but they realise now, go for a space, you get ahead, get as far as you can ahead. See what happens. We're going to green flag to go now, and we are green. Shifty leads away. Weasel beside him. Side Needle at the third place. We'll see what we get there. Will they all, they pull it. We knew it was going to happen. Look at that. Gandalf obviously shoving Matt Josie into the post there, as we knew it was going to happen again. We're coming in again. We have a Northern Bangers 1, 2, 3. Totally trashed fourth. Caged in fifth position. But look at that there now. The two guys that keep going again. Jamie Potts and Weasel. They're basically going to sit and wait, see what happens here. But Shifty now in the lead. It's basically Northern Bangers 1, 2. Jordan.
It is a Northern Bangers 1, 2, 3 now, as Danny Grady moves up to third position. Got Callum Reid in second. Sire Noodle for Team Totally Trashed is in fourth position. But as carnage ensues on the home straight going into turn one, a few cars getting caught up there. I think someone's lost a wheel on the home straight.
But looks
it's still Shifty in the lead.
It is. That was a heavy shot there. Kieran McIver gave the Viking coming into the turn one. But nice clean lead there at the moment. Looks like that Shifty still in the lead there for. Still leading. Matt Josie coming under immense pressure there. He didn't get his teammates shoved in there. Kieran McIver flicked him, managed to dodge him. So not really you don't really want to be doing your teammates, guys, even at this early stage. But as you've seen, the points are crucial and the results could change very quickly. But still, at the moment, in the lead, it is Danny Grady, second place. Second place is Shifty again for Northern Bangers. Then third place is only a 1, 2, 3 now for Northern Bangers. The tide has swung back the other way. But we're not even halfway through this race, Jordan.
We're not even halfway through it yet, and it's much the same story as Number 2, the last position you want to be is in first. As carnage ensues on turn 3, they all go piling in. No one's letting off there. Totally trashed going. Josh Matchin gets caught on the post. Then gets jacked by Matt Josie.
Yeah.
A couple of other drivers on opposite, but a big push going into turn number 1 there.
4 cars got caught up on that one. Look at that now.
And I think that was Gandalf and Matt Josie yet again going at each other head.
They dearly love each other, which is important, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. All's well and ends well.
But now Shifty Sheldon Grimes he's back into second place. It's 267 now. He's pushing his way through. Again, among the Northern boys, Danny Grady, Jamie Potts in the third place. So Northern Bangers 1, 2, 3 at the moment. 5 laps to go. But now, as we've seen the last 2 races, this is the time now where the big change might happen. There's 3 orange cars in front, but it's going to be 3 orange cars in the lead in 5 laps time. We just don't know. Just over a minute to go, I'd say, in this one. It's still Danny Grady in the lead. Jamie Potts in second place.
It's the Northern Bangers 1, 2, 3. Spiky, again doing a good job.
Yeah, Josh Marshall there on Oppo. Not sure that's a good idea, really. He could have been the one clicking up the points. They're totally trashed. He's about to take the lead around, is he? One time later, Jamie Potts now into the lead, Shifty in second place. Dale Blackett in the third place. Like we said, this late stage. Here goes the points. The track focus there in the far bend by the looks of things. Is it? It is. She cleared as quickly as it began. But like we said, I think that's caught up on the leaders in that one. The race order is again changing.
That was all courtesy of 622 Harvey Webb. So it is indeed an upset. All stewards might want to take a look at that. Just clipping one of the cars left on the entrance to turn 3. I don't know if that's on the back straight or it still counts as a turn.
Yeah, I was going to change
confirmation that move is fine from the marshals. So Ed, has that affected things in this crazy race?
I think it's again hands it back to Northern Bangers, but one of the tail gunners on this one, Callum Reid, Reedy now into the first place, but right behind him then is 267 again, Danny Grady. So a Mark III Super 1-2 at the moment for Northern Bangers as Callum Reid begins his last lap. And Shifty's behind him, so that at the moment it's a 1, 2, 3 for Northern Bangers. Spiky in fourth place for Caged. Jamie Potts in fifth place. We have a change again. We have a 1, 2, 3, 4 now, Northern Bangers at the right time, which is pretty much the last lap. But let's see what we get. Again, Danny Grady in the lead. Second place, Callum Reid. Third place, Shifty. He's about to come across the line now. Oh, the lap bars are again. Just right. Yeah, right. Okay, we have a result in that one. It's pretty much, you've had a whitewash, we had an orange wash in that one. And Northern Bangers 1, 2, 3, 4.
And that means that Northern Bangers are back in the lead. They are on 85 points. Caged are in second on 55, and Totally Trashed are lagging behind with 10 points still. They've only got two fourth place finishes in the opening 3 heats tonight, so they'll be looking to do much better as we enter the second half of the meeting, but we've still got 3 more heat races to go.
We do. That was pretty. Like I said, we just didn't know what was going to happen. Obviously, Totally Trashed, a bit left behind there for us, but I mean, they fought on, which is what's important. They're not giving up either. And obviously, there's been virtual racing. There's no what do they call it when you throw your controller at the wall and storm out of the lobby? What's it? A Matt Josie tantrum?
A rage quit.
A rage quit. That's it. Or a Matt Josie, as we call them.
I'm actually quite proud that you know what that is, Ed. I think that's very, very good knowledge of you.
Yeah. There's the official result of the points after 3 races. Northern Bangers 85, Caged 55, Totally Trashed 10. So, but there's still time for Totally Trashed to pull it back. There's still time for Northern Bangers to get pulled back as well. Of course, yeah, myself and Jordan, we're being very neutral tonight, hopefully. Are we, Jordan?
I think we are. I've heard that if we're not, we're going to get sacked tomorrow morning, so we better. Otherwise, our paycheck of £0 and 0 pence won't be coming in.
Oh, quite fine. Yeah, the money that we paid certain drivers to do well has been, again, money well spent.
Yep, money well spent, especially seeing Matt Josie wrapped around the post. Again, yeah.
And I mean, the amount of money that we're pushing towards a rage quit, I mean, you know, we're talking thousands of pence here. But we're getting ready for Heat 4, the heat of the battle, and the battle definitely is heating up between 2 of the teams. Hopefully the third team can pick it up as well. At some stage as well, we'll be getting 1 or 2 of the drivers in for a quick chat to see how things are going. Maybe a little bit of propaganda, a few insults thrown in there as well. But I mean, it is war. I mean, war isn't fair half the time. Yeah, then any particular war films remind you of any of this at the moment, Jordan? Are we Full Metal Jacket? Are we Saving Private Ryan? You know, are we Apocalypse Now? Are we The Deer Hunter? Are we any of those?
I don't know, to be honest, Ted.
You've probably not seen any of these films, have you?
I've seen Hamburger Hill, which I believe is about the Vietnam War. I'm not too sure that this reminds me of that. Okay. I don't know. What do you think? Do you have more of an idea than me?
I've probably seen more films. No, not really. I was going to say it's got very Pulp Fiction because there's a beginning, a middle, and an end, but not necessarily in that order. But I mean, Pulp Fiction wasn't really a war film, was it? But we're getting ready for Heat.
I was going to say I've never seen Pulp Fiction either.
Oh, what? You haven't lived. If you're racing, you'd be instantly disqualified and loaded for making such a statement online, Jordan. You haven't seen Pulp Fiction. No, okay, hon.
I will watch it by the time we do our next meeting for you, Ed, and then I will give you analysis of it.
Right, well, getting ready now for Heat 4, Heat of the Battle. Spacey wait until... Oh, James, let's smash Matt Josie out of the way there. Just waiting for the 3 Marshall cars to pull off. They are there, 2 of the other side. We're getting ready now for Heat 4. Let's see what way the random grid draw has given us. Look at that now. Totally Trashed in pole position by the looks of things. Dave Saws, see if he can do this time. We've got Tiddy Dave in the front behind him. 2 Totally Trashed cars near the front. There's Gandalf there. Ben Aves, team captain. Let's see if he can pull back in this one. Right beside him is Jamie Potts. We're getting ready for the green flag to drop. And it is up. It is being waved. And we are green. David hands Tiddy Dave off in the early lead. 2-1-2 there beside him. Dave Saws totally trashed. Is he pushing it through there now in this very early stage? So 267, Danny Grady. That man again is chasing Tiddy Dave. Former Northern Bangers man, poached by Caged. But here we go, early on. Totally Trashed, finally into the lead.
Yeah, Totally Trashed in the lead with Dave Saws, but as we say that, Tiddy Dave's just taking the lead now from Caged, and it is a Caged 1-2-3 at the moment. Tiddy Dave in the lead, Sparky in second, Slipper, Dale Blackett in third, and Harvey Webb in fourth position. Harvey going the right way for a change, something we haven't seen much of tonight.
Definitely.
The order probably won't stay like this for long.
No, but it's good to see Harvey going the right way. the right way when it matters. As Ben A's been shoved everywhere. As Matt Josie, he's going to play. Oh, he's been chased. Oh, look at that. Oh, fences himself in the process. I don't think that was Matt Josie, though, was it?
No, I think that was Liam Horner, T-Boy himself, going in for the lunge, and it didn't pay off. So he's wrapped himself around the post anyway. More cars go spinning there. Dippies! Oh, it's got sandwiched there by Gandalf. What a jacking on the post. Mattitude goes in there as well.
The tree
also goes in.
Together. Look at that. The three leaders have pounded each other. That's what we came here to see. But at the moment, still, David Hans, Tiddy Dave in the lead for Cage. Second place, Northern Buyers. Third place, Northern Buyers. Fourth place, Northern Buyers. There's a bit of a pattern forming here, but the funny thing is, fourth place, Northern Buyers is none other than 622, Harvey Webb. He's one of the biggest records in the game. You know, he's playing his team role now. Basically told if you're near the front, stick with it. But see what we can get here now. Tiddy Dave still holding it out there well in front. Another pilot there forming on the far bend to get going again. Look at that gaggle of Northern Bangers cars. They're still going fairly well. Looks like I haven't actually lost. I know we've lost one car. It will be T-Boy, of course. I'm fenced himself.
And we have a message from Race Control just quickly. I don't know whether that'll impact things too much, but number 20, Josh Matchin, has received a black cross, which will be reviewed after the race by our 3 race stewards. So we'll have to see how that's impact things as more carnage ensues on turns 1 and 2. More cars going on infield trying to get a way through there.
Yeah.
It is. Well, we've had to change the lead now. It's Danny Grady in the lead, Ed, with Slipper in second position, Titty Dave in third, and Callum Reid. Well, Callum Reid's just overtaken Titty Dave and is up to third now as Viking gets shoved into the post on the home straight there.
He's taking an absolute pace, and there's the Viking on the pit bend. Obviously, that big massive afro is going to protect him. Got a haircut, Brett, please. But yeah, Dale Blackett now into the lead. Slipper, second place, Callum Reid. Third place, Harvey Webb. I think in fourth place, so we've changed there. Up to third place there now. I'm just waiting for the screen to update. There's still not many. We're just looking at the scalps that have been claimed there. But Matt Josie and Ben Aves are out of this race. They obviously love each other that much. They took each other out. On a date. Oh, no. They took each other out of the race. Oh, look at that one-time leader. Dave Saw's getting fenced again, unfortunately. But and 3 laps to go there now. It is the Slipper. No, might just lost the lead there. Callum Reid has just caught him on the inside there now for the lead. Only 3 laps to go. There's a few cars in it this time, but it's Northern Barnes versus Caged again. Team Tactics coming in there now. Weasel cutting across the middle to try and stop the Slipper, but he's missed. Right now it is Callum Reid in the lead. Is he going to pick his way through there now? He's cutting the corners there now. He's just got a black cross for that. He better not try that again, unfortunately. He get away with it once. But he's pushing through there now onto his final lap. It is Callum Reid. Second place, Dale Blackett. Third place is Danny Grady. Again for Northern Buyers up. We've just had a change of lead there now. Slip
just had a change of lead.
I
believe that was Callum Reid.
Oh, Callum Reid just missed up the outside. Harvey Webb pushing right through. It's Dale Blackett that takes it. That was a proper finish. That was a bit of
that was a proper finish. That was a proper finish, and it started when 32 Callum Reid got stopped on turn 2 by one of the Caged crew, just allowing Slipper to get through, and then carnage ensued on turn 4. Slipper done so well to get through that, but it is Caged from Northern Bangers in second, third, and fourth. So we'll have to see what that's done to the order in just a minute.
It has. We're just having a quick marshals discussion there, and there's a few unsavoury tactics used there in the last corner. Just at the moment, anyway, the unofficial result. So we're just seeing it now. Yeah, it looks at Dale Blackett is safely confirmed as the leader, but second, third, fourth places are up for discussion among the stewards. We'll see what we get here now. But yeah, like you said before, John, it's not over till it's over.
No, it's definitely not over till it's over. But Northern Bangers have extended the gap. They are now on 115 points. Caged are in second on 75, and Totally Trashed are in third on 10.
Just a fifth place there for Shifty. Unfortunately, didn't get many points for Northern Bangers outside of the points, but you know they're doing well. They're not backing out just yet. Maybe, who knows? They could turn it around there now. But we're getting ready now for Heat 5, Coup de Gras. There's only one heat left after this one. as we said, there's a few more stewards inquiries going on here. I think it's kind of basically if you're not going to be clocking up the laps, you're going to be on up or trying to stop the other teams. Let's see what happens. There might be a few deductions going on here, but quick discussion on the marshals. Not really our business to be discussing. See what we got. 5 heat. They're coming to the 5th heat now, Jordan. What's interesting in this one is some of them are hardcore wreckers for each team. If they find themselves in a position, they're actually doing laps. Like, I'm surprised they haven't got lost, that they have to keep turning right for a change instead of turning left.
Yeah, it's always interesting at a team meeting. You see drivers go for crashes that you might not normally expect, and then you see people get race wins that you might not normally expect either. Just the same as in real life, like you'd get at Civil War. It's exactly the same here on Wreckfest. So it'll be interesting, but Northern Bangers have extended the deficit now to Caged with just 2 heats to go before the double points final, and then the DD. Caged have still got time to get that deficit back.
They have, but we're just looking at the provisional points here now. Northern Bangers into 3 figures, 115 points. Caged, 85 points. Totally Trashed, 10 points. A little bit of, not too much guff, actually, some fairly fair admissions going on among the drivers. We'll just wait and see what the marshals say. But no, the marshals have been very fair tonight, as we said.
And I know we mentioned this earlier, but just for anyone that's joined us stream since then, we have 3 marshals tonight. We have 1 from each team, just to make it absolutely fair and just to make sure that every single team gets their point across fairly and decisively, so we can get a fair result come the end of the night.
Yep, very much so. I know, there you go. There's one of my catchphrases, very much so. I don't know how many times I've said that tonight, but yeah, it's good that we agree. But yeah, we're just getting ready for the 5th heat now. 1 more before the finals. We've 6 heat again, 6 heats. Double points final, and then the DD. We won't be doing a dash for cash tonight because there's just too much at stake, really. But let's see what we got. Not too much guff tonight either. I think Matt Josie's actually he's keeping his head down for a change, which is unusual. Ben Aves obviously giving him plenty of attention as deserved. But let's see if we can get a replay of what we got in the last race when Dippy, Ben Aves, and Matt Josie came together. Like, it's very rare to see the 3 dear leaders of each of the 3 sides being represented come together, but it did happen. Yeah,
it certainly did happen. We managed to get all the parties together, and I think it was a fairly historical moment in the world of online banger web pages, wasn't it, Ed?
Yeah, I think it was. I think the next time we might have to pick the teams ourselves and put the 3 of them together. Can you imagine Matt Josie and Ben Aves on the same team?
That would be very, very interesting, but my bet would still be let's go at each other on the first bend of the very first race of the night. There'll be no holds barred no matter what colour they're racing in. Yeah,
I think so. The guff's kind of kicking off there now, but let's see what we got. Matt Josie's saying, no, he didn't. I don't know. Yeah, we thought Matt was being the excuse, but no, he's not for a change, so let's see what we got. But there's no point really making any predictions now for the 5th heat, is there?
No, not really. I think, me and Ed always make our predictions before the meeting and before the first couple of races, but on Wreckfest, and especially at a meeting like this, it just gets to a point where you just have to basically say what you see. It is the art of commentary, but there really is no predicting this game anymore.
Well, it also as well, we see we've not been having too much foresight in the commentating either, so there's been very little commentators, of course. The other thing to remember is we've said, it's not where you start, it's where you finish. So, that's proven very much so. But we're getting ready now for heat number 5, Coup de Gras. This is the second last heat. Just wait for the 3 marshals cars to move off the track. And a few other guys' cars came ahead. Okay, get into drive 2 there, son. Put your foot down. There we go. And he takes the tire out. We're getting ready to go there now. Start Marshal is getting his green flag out. Heat number 5. Oh, look at that. Totally trashed on the front of the grid. The world champion gold top. This could be their chance now, but he's got 3 orange pearls around him. We'll see what we get there now. The Star Marshals are just about getting ready to go here. Just wait for our camera to reposition itself.
456 Sheldon Graham. 456 Sheldon Graham's on pole position. It's not really been his night so far, but he could be hard to beat in this one should he have it all his own way. But with 4 Northern Bangers cars lining up on the first 3 rows, it will certainly be interesting to see what Totally Trashed and Caged can do in this scenario.
And we're away. Green. Josh Mash in there. He's trying to get the legs on there. Sheldon Grimes, they're going to take himself out. Oh, look at that. Josh Mashing straight into the post on the first corner early on. But who's picked up the lead earlier on? Oh, surprise. Danny Potts again. Danny Grady jumps into the lead there. Nice early run, but he's ploughed himself in. Who's that stuck into the wall? It's Brent Shaw, the Viking. You see, we've got there now. It's still early on. Sheldon.
Indeed.
Sorry, Jordan, go ahead there. Cut across there. Didn't mean that.
No, but I was just about to run through the order myself before it changes. It is Shifty in the lead of the race. Slipper in second position. Danny Grady in third. And Kieran McCarver in fourth. So it is Northern Bangers, Caged, Northern Bangers and Caged, with Northern Bangers in fifth position again, with Totally Trashed in sixth. But the Viking goes on opposite layer. So too does, I believe, that's Gandalf on turns 3 and 4. But it looks like the lead have escaped through that one, Ed.
It has. Dale Blackett now into the lead. There's a bit of lead changing going on there at the moment. It's like that is 4-6-7. Sheldon Grimes then back in the lead. Him and Dale Blackett have a bit of an out scrap there for the lead there at the moment. See Josh Mashner, he's in 6th place. If he can make up 2 more positions, he'll get himself a fairly reasonable points haul there. See what we got here now. Again, the team tax is coming into it. There's not that much smashing going on at the moment. Obviously, wait for a few cars to become mobile as you can in this one. Dale Blackett is still in the up. Still just, I say it there, change the lead again. Goes back to Danny Grady. Oh, what a shot. Another pile up there coming into turn 3. But still in the lead, it is 2-6-7 Danny Grady for Northern Bangers. But he's changed back again. Shifty's. Oh, what a shot. I couldn't even see what that was. Big cloud of dust close up in front of me.
And as well, just as that happened, Ed, 402 Jamie Potts went for an absolutely spectacular bubble roll on turn number 3. I think the car rolled about 3 or 4 times there, but he carries on, and that is the art and beauty of online banger racing.
Well, certainly is.
More cars come to head there.
In the middle of all that calamity, Kieran McIver picks his way into 2nd place. Josh Mashin up in the 3rd. One time later, Dale Blackett there, and he's having a scrap at Josh Mashin. The positions keep changing. But you see, we get in here Totally Trashed then up in the 5th place as well. Let's see if we can push up one more position. Just as I said, he gets pushed down into 6th. Yeah, plenty going on around the track as normal. But there's a pattern of engineers. Pretty much where there's a Cage car, there's Northern Bangers car on top of him as well. Again, not too many cars being taken out of the race at this stage. Let's see what we got here.
Now, Jack and Junior was on opposite on turn number 3, but I think he got in his teammate's way. So Motorhead just ploughed into the side of him. That's one of the Totally Trashed boys there, disposing of one of the Caged crew.
There's Matt Josie again, who's getting spun out by this time. See, we told him to bring something a bit more useful than that big barge of his GTO. But still in the lead now, I think it is.
As the world champion steams into Matitude there on the entrance to turn number 1. Beautiful shot, but it is Motorhead in the lead in this one, Ed. As I say that, maybe not for long.
No, doesn't look like it. Danny Grady there now picking his way through. Still into the lead. And Josh Mashin there back in the 3rd place. Dale Blackett into 4th. I think that's Danny Grady still in 2nd place. He's actually in 1st place. I do apologise. Oh, he gets caught there. He gets double teamed. Coming into the lead, Ben. It might be a good change of lead here now. Callum Reid there pushing his way through. He's just sitting there waiting. There's a big pilot there for him now. And coming into turn 1. And just as I said, it clears itself just as quickly. So the laps are definitely counting down now, though. I think it is Kieran McIver in the lead at the moment. We're just waiting for the lap boards to update. Coming on to his last lap. Just waiting there now for clarification. The laps are counting down. It is Kieran McIver for Cage.
Oh!
Is he going to do it? Oh, he's just been caught in the last corner. Checkered flag is ready. It is Kieran McIver. Takes the 5th race win for Cage as more pile-ups coming in. Just waiting now for the points down this one. But yeah, it's an interesting fight back now from Cage. Black and orange versus orange. Bit of an orange squash going on. We won't use that code too many times. There's Matthew himself there crossing the line. We're just waiting for a result. Oh, waiting for the official result.
Jamie Potts has received a black cross from our steward of the meeting, so we'll have to see what that does. I believe it will just be a warning, so there'll be no implications to the scores. And it must be said, Ed, unlike last year's meeting, there's been no point stocking this year, so everyone has been very, very well behaved, and it's making for a spectacular meeting.
Yeah, I think there's no choice really. It's it's do or die. There's no point showing off if it's going to wreck your chances of winning or even scoring points. But a 1-2 there for Cage to Kieran McIver in first place. Dale Blackett Slipper got second. See that affect the points. Then third place was Northern Barnes. Fourth place Josh Mash, and finally Totally Trash get a few more points. So yeah, at least a representative of each team in the top 4. So yeah, Northern Barnes didn't score too much in that one, but the gap now has been changed a good bit. The official scores before the final heat: Northern Barnes 125 points, Caged 110 points, Totally Trashed 15 points. But we're just waiting for the final heat to come up, heat number 6, which is the Wreck or Glory. I mean, pretty much every heat has been Wreck or Glory, Jordan, hasn't it?
Yeah, well, certainly. I think we've said it so many times when we've done these live meetings. Not on this game, you really have to use your car wisely. So if you are going to go wrecking tonight, the chances are you might DNF. But if you are going to rod and try and avoid trouble, the chances are you will pick up results and you will get some all-important points for your team that could be crucial come the end of the evening.
Oh, look at that. In the Guff corner, Gandalf, team captain, Totally Trash. Entertainers points added on after that. There are no entertainers points tonight, unfortunately. Maybe the DD, but we shall see. But I'm not sure. Okay, we're just waiting. Oh, look at that. Matt Jones says you can have the entertainers points. Matt and Ben, no love lost. We're just waiting now for the 6th heat for Wreck or Glory to come up. 15 more laps. And then the final. But let's see what we got here. Hang on. I'm just doing the sums here now at the moment. Let's have a small break here now. Wait things get started. Any highlights so far, Jordan? I mean, the consistency of Caged and Northern Barnes has been impressive, to say the least.
No, I was actually just looking at my points tallies at the minute. So after heat number 2, when Caged went into the lead and opened up that 20-point gap, you were thinking, okay, this could be really interesting. It could be a good battle. But since then, Northern Bangers have really asserted their dominance. And even though Caged have gone back into it in the last 2 heat races, they do hold a comfortable 15-point margin, do the defending champions. Totally Trashed have had a fairly disappointing evening so far tonight. But it's not over yet. There's still a few events left for them to get back into this. But they need some big results, and those big results have to start now. They
do. And again, more from the Guff corner, Matt Josie is using the old-fashioned workman and tools approach. No, Matt, it's not the car. I think it's you. Would you agree, Jordan?
Yeah, definitely. I think the biggest tool in the operation is the man behind the wheel.
That's it. I mean, the old phrase, "to loosen up behind the wheel." But yeah, but it's good too that Northern Barnes, great team, great respect to them. But it's good to see that they need to be pushed here now as well. Like it's not quite over yet. Cage could still overtake and take the win, as in the win is in the points rather. But let's see. There's still more in the Guff corner. Matt Josie versus Ben Hayes. Of course, no love lost between those two lovebirds. I hear they even sent each other Valentine's cards, Jordan.
Yeah, I think they did. I think there was loads of kisses in each of them as well. So it's good to see the romance.
The bromance.
Yeah, they do. That is I think they are the definition of bromance between those two. And it is good to see it still continuing here on Wreckfest as well.
It is. And the best news really is due to the coronavirus. For those of you who are interested in building gaming PCs, it actually has affected the world supply of processor chips. So basically, my gaming PC is on ice at the moment, which means basically for the listening public, the viewing public, you get to put up with me in the commentary box rather than at the wheel.
Well, I was going to say, Ed, we are still eagerly awaiting your Caged Virtual World Series debut. So is there any idea when we might be getting that?
I think basically when life is back to normal and there basically isn't Wreckfest every single night of the week, I think that's what's going to happen. But
that's fair enough. Obviously, it is a shame with everything that's going on in this world right now. It does make it hard for you to get gaming PCs. I know you were saying that before we came on air.
It is, but it is what it is. I mean, I'm enjoying doing the commentating as much as doing the racing. So you see what we can do here. But just quickly, obviously we discussed this before. Playing the PC version of Wreckfest. Obviously a reasonable spec gaming PC will get you into the game. You download it from the Steam website, and you get all the upgrades there. And there's plenty of other websites and things as well. Dippy with his Northern streaming pretty much every single night. You can watch Dippy playing online. Let's see what else. But he's also not. What is it? I think it's wreckfestbangers.co.uk is like the site to go to. Pretty much give you every single bit of information that you do need to play Wreckfest. How to paint the cars, how to set the game up, because there is quite a few things that can go wrong if you don't know what you're doing properly. But we're just getting ready now for Heat 6. Quick due debate going on between the marshals at the moment, but a fair debate as ever. Seems to be quite happy with how they're doing. But what you reckon, Jordan? Think it's the 2-horse race, or will the third horse do something spectacular?
Well, you can never count out a third horse from a race, but in this particular one, I think it's very, very clear that it is going to be a 2-horse race this evening. But that's not to say Totally Trash still can't salvage something. I think they can still catch Caged, and they can still catch Northern Bangers as well, but they certainly need some big results. And that has to start in this 6th and final heat race.
It is indeed for Record Glory, the penultimate heat of WEBACRASH 2.0. Just waiting for the cars to come in there. It's Kieran McIver's Face Smart Phantom Plat 4R. See what we got here now, waiting for the 3 Marshals cars to pull away. And then we will be ready for the final. Totally Trashed again on the front, but there's T-Boy there at the front. Well, T-Boy managed to win a race. We don't know. Spiky behind. There's actually more reasonable distribution in the front row. There's only one Northern Bangers car in the top 3 rows of the grid.
It certainly is. And there's 2 Totally Trashed cars in the first 3 rows. And there's 3 Team Caged cars within the first 3 rows. So as you said, Ed, quite a fairly even split for this one. I'm sure it won't be an even split for long come the inevitable push into turn number 1.
We are away, and T-Boy there cutting straight across into the lead. Looks like a few problems there. We're just waiting for the camera there to move up a bit. See what we got there early on. It is T-Boy in the lead, Caged. Oh, look at that. No, Adam Blyden there, Spiky into second place. C184 is Totally Trashed. Carol Smith in the 3rd place. We've got a few changes here now in the lead. The cameras come back around again. Oh, we got a nice little train coming in. Oh, look at that. Straight into the tyres in the middle. I think one of every team got caught up on that one.
There's no letting off there going into turn number 3.
Yeah. But in the moment, in the lead, it is Liam Horner, the T-Boy, for Caged. Let's see what he can do. He's always giving it. He never has a fair crack at the whip. He's got one now. But now that Adam Blind Spike in the 2nd place. Look at that. Nice for a second battle between Caged boys. Now the camera is moving around a bit. The cameraman's getting a bit overexcited there at the moment. Let's see what we got here now. It's still Caged 1-2. Brett Shaw, the Viking, going the wrong way up the straight. Who's he got to wait for? He tips Fat Josie on the nose. He gets going again though. But look at that, Harvey Webb in 3rd place for Northern Bangers. That's not where he likes to be. He's gone the right way and he's turning right. Something's not quite right there.
No, not indeed. And it is T-Boy who has retaken the lead in this one. He's backed up by his Caged teammate, Sparking 2nd. But it is Harvey Webb now moving up in 2nd position. So we've got to watch out for young Harvey. Very, very quick in this game. And Kieran Smith is up there in the points as well.
Totally trash. But Vikings not having a good night at all there now. He shoved the length of the straight sideways. Then there's another pile up. But now Harvey Webb takes the lead. One of the youngest drivers out there. Very smart young gun too. He's usually the guy going, as we said, he's usually going the wrong way. He's going the right way this time, and he's clocking up the points. We're coming up to halfway distance. At the moment, it is Northern Bangers into the lead. 2nd place, Totally Trashed. 3rd place, Northern Bangers. 4th place, Cage. The orders changing very quickly, though. Spiky, Adam Bling, the man, Danny Potts, Dippy having a good old scrap there for 3rd and 4th position.
Yeah, some good battles going on, and there's also a battle going on in the Steward Room. 29, Matt Josie receiving a black cross. Attacking from the infield. We can't do that on Wreckfest, so it'll be interesting to see what comes of that. And I do believe 160 Viking will also receive a black cross for attacking from the straight, as Ed quite rightly pointed out earlier on within the opening couple of laps in this one.
Yeah, well, right now, totally trashed. Oh, actually, we won't say anything. Actually, we won't see what happens here. No commentator scores for this one. In second place, then it's Callum Reid. He's picked his way back up against third place is Dippy. He's pushed his way through again. Kieran McIver, and then to third place. The order is changing very quickly here. Again, another proper race happening here rather than just, one or two guys taking off and everybody else smashing each other. We're going pretty well here. Now, look at that pile up there in the pit end, Jordan. 7 cars stuck in the fence.
Yeah, something like that, and some carnage going on there. They're pushing their way through. I think Dippy's one of them. Dave Saws goes in as well. Gandalf, as usual, piles in. And Bricknell piles in for Caged. What's the world champion going to do? He just sneaks through on the inside. There is Kieran Smith still in the lead of this one with just 4 laps to go now. Can Spikey do anything about it, though?
No, Kieran Smith there, he's picked it up. Look at that, 1, 2, 3 of each team is in the top 3 at the moment, so this might affect the point scoring a little bit. In the lead then is 184, Kieran Smith for Totally Trash. Second place, Callum Reid for Northern Bangers. Third place, Spikey, 3 no more for Caged. Fourth place, Dippy. And fifth place, Harvey Webb. So at the moment, anyway, Northern Bangers have a slender advantage when it comes to the points. Look at that, Kieran McIver in 6th place. He's just waiting, and he might choose his opportunity right at the very last second, as he does like to do in this game. But laps are counting down now. Only 2 laps to go.
Yep, 2 laps to go. Smithy still in the lead. Callum Reid in second position. Spikey in third. Harvey Webb in 4th now. And it looks like there's Danny Grady in opposite on turn number 2. And we do have a change, Ed. What's that?
The second and third place will swap positions again.
A good battle going on there with Danny Grady. And Smithy's dropped there. I've just seen on the board. So what's happened to Smithy?
Pushing his way through.
Have a look at that in a sec.
No, he's still in the lead there now. Is he about to get it? No, we're just waiting now. Has he begun his last lap? He's waiting for the lap burst update. See what we got here now.
Yep, we have. I think we are on the final lap of this one now, but we are just waiting to see who comes through. Smithy is in the lead of this one.
Oh, Callum Reid has literally got him. Ouch.
Oh,
painful.
Right on the line.
Oh, felt bad than ever, Smithy. I really thought he had that, but obviously Callum Reid didn't give up. Sat there waiting. Last chance. There's the last corner. Checking flag in this, and pow, just jumped on him. So yeah, official result there now for Heat 6. First place, Callum Reid. Second place is Kieran Smith for Totally Trash. Third place, Dippy, Danny Potts. Fourth is Harvey Webb. And then fifth place, Josh Mashin. So Totally Trash nearly got a few points on the board there. They got a few points on the board anyway. But yeah, well, like we said, wait and see. We just don't know what's going to happen next.
Oh, certainly not.
Yeah. Okay, just we're through from the steward's box. Cage have been docked 10 points because Tiddy Dave basically couldn't contain himself. He was attacking cars on the grid. So first deduction of the meeting, and hopefully the last, is that probably could hurt Cage's chances later on in the meeting.
Yep, and I think it has already in that 6th and penultimate heat race. The points going into the final are Northern Bangers in the lead on 155 points. Caged in second with that 10-point deduction and now on 100. And Totally Trashed have doubled their points advantage, but were very, very unlucky not to take 20. They're in third with 30. So it's 155, 130. Northern Bangers from Caged, from Totally Trashed.
Yeah, well, interesting now, and we'll see what the 10 points are. A few drivers, a bit of a messy race, that one. Hopefully people calm down for the 25-lap final. Bit of a more interesting race. Well, let's see now, there's a bit of guff going on there in the moment. Tiddy saying Ben Aves, it was Ben Aves that he started on the grid, done me first, I can show you. 254 touched me. Oh, there's a bit of a actually, we're past the watershed, but we won't. No need to read out. So obviously, tempers are fraying a bit here down the old Gulf corner at the moment. But coming up next, we have the 25-lap final push final. Basically, the last chance. We have a 15-minute break, Jordan. So let's see if we can get any of our brave drivers into the box to tell us what they think. If they want to, of course. I'm sure Marshall Aquino's going to drag one of them in, kicking and screaming either way. Yeah, I think I think I know who I want to bring in anyway, but we'll see if we can get him in. You know who I'm talking about, don't you? One half of the bromance.
Yes, I do. It'll certainly be entertaining for our viewers watching at home. And please, obviously, guys, as well, if you are watching, send in your comments. We will give a few shout-outs, birthday messages and stuff as well, if you would like.
But not forget, all comments are checked before they're read out. We're not like certain live intent processes. But yeah, we're just waiting to see what we get here. But we're just waiting now for.
So there's a lot of people saying go on the North. A lot of people saying go uncaged as well. Someone asked Matty what's happening. I don't know if that's for Matty Simpson or Matt Josie. A lot of support for 467 Sheldon Grams. Obviously, I mentioned not only a very, very quick driver in real life, but also on Wreckfest as well. He's got multiple titles in the Northern Bangers Wreckfest League. Ben Aves, well, Gandalf, you've got a shout out, mate, as well. Someone says go on, Ben. Let's go, boys, is another shout out. So I believe that's for all three teams to get stuck in.
Yeah, I think that's what's important. Is support for each team. Like any sport, really, your team mightn't do well, but you still support them, you still love them. But yeah, we're just waiting now for. I think we're going to be getting a guest into the commentary box very soon. I think it's going to be a surprise, or is it going to be the same people it always is? And then we're just waiting there now.
I don't know.
There's a fierce debate going on in the stewards' room at the moment. Hopefully, there's not too many more penalties handed out.
Yep, hopefully. I believe there's just been a few warnings of late, but obviously, for a jump start, we did have to dock the 10 points there off of Team Caged. But that is our first docking of the evening, and it's a shame, Ed, because it was going to be a really good battle. Well, mind you, I don't think Caged would have got any points anywhere in that last race, but they'd have still been on 110, and Northern Bangers obviously on 155. So there'd have been 45 points separating the pair going into this grand final, which is, of course, double points. So it would have been all to play for, especially with the DD afterwards as well. So it's a shame that Caged get docked those 10 points. What's Caged loss is Northern Bangers' gain.
It is, and joining us now in the commentary box, it is the T by himself, Liam Horner. Liam, you nearly won a heat there.
I know. What? I've put my tracking on wrong.
Now, don't be going down the Matt Josie route playing the car. Seriously, you're better than that.
I learned from the best. What can I say?
You're not saying Matt Josie's the best, are you?
Well, the best at excuses. That's what I mean.
Yeah, fair enough. That's a fair point, indeed. Yeah. You learn from the best excuse giver rather than the best driver. Yeah. So, was there much discussion of team tactics before the start of the race meeting? Or was it just a case of just go for it?
It is basically just Northern Bangers just stop them. That's the main tactic, really. But yeah, it is a few decisions were a bit like wouldn't really say that, but you know it's racing at the end of the day.
It's racing at the end of the day. Oh, and here we are now, Chief Propaganda Officer for Caged. It is Matt Josie. Matt, are you going to say the car was no good? Are you going to say the track was no good? Are you going to say the tyres were no good? Are you going to say the server was no good? Come on.
Nothing was any good, Ed.
Oh dear.
No, it's all right. We've done a better. We've done much better than last year. Obviously, we were sort of like in totally trash position last year with hardly any points. But this year, we're a lot more competitive, which is what I like to see. Obviously, we've still got the final yet, and the DD, so it's still to play. It's still all to play for. But we just got to wait and see, and hope that we can get a few more good results. But as we said, Northern Bangers are very strong at the moment. They're very hard to. They seem to be getting us top 3s and 4s very well. It's just a case of stopping them and letting our guys win.
That's fair enough.
I was going to say, Matt, that's a very, very good point, because I believe Ed said it earlier on in commentary. You know, if you can go out and try and win a race, but if you're also not picking up the second, third, and fourths, then you can almost forget about winning. And it's all about consistency and getting as many people over the line in those top 4 positions as possible, because at the end of the day, got to get, or you've got to accumulate the most amount of points you can, don't you?
Yeah, and I think Slipper and
Sorry, we're being interrupted here by Marshall Keno, who's still in the middle of a fierce Marshall's debate. Sorry, Matt, you were saying.
no.
James, turn your microphone down, please.
No,
We're live.
Slipper and Spiky are one of our sort of best drivers tonight, but yeah, we're giving it our best shot, and hopefully the final we can make up those lost points.
Here we go. And we're getting an insight now into what the stewards of the meeting do. We're checking video footage. Do apologize for this, folks. Matt's getting so excited he's been cut across by James. But no, mate, you've been. If you're doing this team meeting again, would you bring a GTO?
Me? No way. Nah, I think I'll go. Well, it depends on the track. The GTO on some tracks I find can be quite a good tool, but obviously on this track it's no good. As Gandalf told me earlier on, and he was right actually. So yeah, depends on the track really.
So your bromance told you something and you didn't listen?
Yeah, our bromance is growing, Ed. I think it's great, really. We've had a great Valentine's Day, our first one together. So, yeah, it is blossoming as time goes on, and hopefully it'll be even better for WEBACRASH 3.0.
Ah, James is still first debate going on in the steward's room. So, Liam, any basically, what's the strategy for the next race?
Strategy for the next race, well, it's the final, so I'm going to sort of play it on where I pull on the grid, really. So if I start off the front again, I'm just going to try and go for the same as what I tried to do last race, and hopefully don't get stopped. But yeah, I'm just if all else fails, I'm just going to stop anything that's orange with a black roof.
Oh, you heard it here first, folks. Yeah. So you're basically going to let the silver guys through, the silver and the red roofs through.
No. So anything that's not black and orange will get stopped.
Okay. You heard it here first. So let's see what we got. Jordan, you think the excuses are sticking, or what do you think?
There's been some good excuses going on from T-Boy tonight, I'll tell you that. I think Matt's lent him his booklet he wrote, the Racing Driver Excuses, which Mr. Matt Josie did tell us before we came on air that the third version of that book will be out next year. Obviously, all joking aside, but no.
He gave me the third one to test.
Did he? Is that where you've got the excuses from tonight, mate?
Yeah, that's it.
Well, I'll tell you what, fair play to you boys, because they're good excuses, I think, but we can see through them. So maybe that little bit just needs a little bit more work.
We'll put our minds together and we'll work on it.
Yeah, that'll be good. So we can have a book written by Matt Josie and Liam Horner out in 2022 then, yeah?
With
100%.
Yeah, with an introduction by Ben Aves. Sorry,
There's a nice little word going on there.
Yeah, a forward by Ben. No, with forward by Ben Aves.
Right, I will catch you guys after the final, I believe.
Okay, no problem, Liam.
I'll speak to you.
Get yourself all psyched up and ready for the final. But
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, just a very quick, wouldn't really happen in a real banger meeting, but head stewards meeting James Keane wants to come on and have a few words.
Oh, and don't I just love team meetings? Even with 2 extra marshals than last time we did it, it's an absolute nightmare. We've got videos coming in left, right, and centre. We've got 3 sets of eyes plus you guys as well, and we're still getting people complaining. Cage got docked 10 points, and I know David Hands will say that the others started it, but from what we saw, he was the one turning around on the grid to do it. That's why he got docked. Secondly, I mean, I just think we've looked at all the videos, and nothing is either affected the result or was that clear cut. And we've had 3 sets of guys looking at it. It is difficult. I mean, it is what it is, but we think that the current point standing at Northern Bangers 160, Cage 100, and Totally Trash 30 is fair. Hopefully in the next race we'll see a bit clean, because we had 5 heats of really clean team racing, but then in that last race it was an absolute nightmare.
Yeah, it was. It seemed to get a bit frantic, but I mean, the first 5 heats are actually really good. They're quite enjoyable because it's a proper team meeting as well. You know, you've seen the hardcore wreckers clocking up the laps.
Yeah, but go on, Jod.
No, sorry, that weren't me. I think that was a
me.
wild Matt Jonesy.
I was just saying,
looking to
how
say
are you guys
something.
enjoying the action, Ed and Jordan? You thinking it's as good as last year, or?
I don't know, Ed. Do you want to go first, or should I go first?
Well, I wasn't actually here for the last one, so back to you.
Oh, he was it?
No, sorry, you weren't. No, I think tonight's been very, very good. I think everyone's been racing very, very well, very, very cleanly for the most part. Obviously, we had a few shenanigans in the last heat race, but you know, sometimes you see the red mist and you forget about things, and all you want to do is smash into the guy next to you or smash into the guy that started it. So it's all fun and games.
I'll tell you what, though, I've noticed they're totally trashed style tonight. I think the reason they are on very low points, I think, is because they've purely gone with a crashing attitude tonight. And it's all been aimed at me, unfortunately. I've noticed that quite a lot. Literally, every time I'm facing the wrong way, I get a totally trash driver give me a stiff head on. So, yeah, cheers for that. But, yeah, I think that's why they're low in the charts today, because they they're just going for the crash tonight. Whereas us Northern Bangers, the ones trying to go for the win. But we'll see what the final's like in the DD. It'd be great to win it, but it's going to be tough. We've got a bit of a mountain to climb now after losing those 10 points, but we'll see what we can do.
So are you going to rally your troops together now, Matt? You're going to say, right, no messing, or you just do what you just have to do?
Initially, I said, right, let's just go crashing now. But a little team talk, we decided to go for it again. We're going to try and get those valuable points to win us the second WEBACRASH. Failing that, we can always win the MAGA crash if it happens this year or next year, whenever.
Yeah, who knows? See what you can get, but yeah. So you're going to rally your troops there now, considering you're probably driving the strongest car out there, but not necessarily the best car.
No, it's not. We've got 25 laps. That car, all it takes is one follow in, and it loses 20% of itself. So it's not very good at all.
Just quickly, sorry to interject, guys. Matt, I know you, just to come back to a previous point, I know you said that you've worked out the strategy from Totally Trash tonight is just go crashing and predominantly go crashing into you. I think this comment from Ben Aves sums it up. He says, that's too many points from my Totally Trashed lads. I'm not happy. And they're only on 30 points, so yeah, that's point proven, I think.
Yeah, definitely. I tell you what, it is like being in a real race control. All I can hear is James happening to the other people. It's literally all I can hear is, right, come on, Jeff, let's sort us out, Jeff. Come on, lads. Can't be having it.
Well, you see, we can hear James, but the listening public can't. So, yeah, so that's saying that some of the calls have been very, very serious. It's been taken extremely seriously. But, yeah, we're getting ready for the final now. I think the final is going to be. Will the final be gridded order, or will it be in basically random?
I think, Ed, it's just going to be random order, just like the heats. We will confirm that very, very shortly. I just think because obviously it will take up too much time to sort out the points and stuff and work out who's going well, when really all these guys want to do is smash into each other some more.
That's it. Obviously, some of the team tactics as well are working pretty well.
Right.
Working better than other ones.
I better finish my burger and get in my car.
Never eat before you get in the car, whether it's a real car or a virtual car. Don't eat before you get in the car.
Right. Have fun. Enjoy the grand final.
I will have fun. All right. Have you had fun, Jordan?
As long as we have fun,
yes,
that's the main thing.
Yeah, we haven't.
Yes,
had fun
I have.
We haven't had fun in a while. I haven't had fun in a while, have we?
No, I was going to say it's been a while since we've done a meeting, and obviously apologies for that, but it does take an awful lot of work to organise these meetings, especially when we have work commitments and, with me, university commitments that do have to come first, largely. But just quickly, while I'm on that point again, a massive thank you to all the drivers, obviously the Totally Trashed guys, Northern Bangers guys, the Marshals, Marshall Keno in particular as well, and for you, Ed, as well. It's been a good evening so far. And here we go for the final.
Thank you very much. Yes, 25 laps of the Whiz Beach tarmac and Poston wires. The Marshall's cars are just pulling off there now. James Kino into a tyre. He seems to be good at crashing into those tyres, but we'll let him crash into tyres tonight. But yeah, getting rid of 25 laps. It's not actually the final point scoring that. Look at that, caged 1-2 on the grid. It is John Bricknell there. Spiky right beside him there now. So a wrecker and basically a racer right beside each other. But look at that, Harvey Webb right behind them and Tiddy Dave behind him. So look at that, caged and Northern Barnes basically equal number of cars. The top three grid row positions. The green flag. Oh, we're going for a rolling start on this one. I think the yellow flag is going to be waved. Yeah, we're good.
So something a little bit different. I think we always do this for our finals here in the Cage Virtual World Series. And more often than not, Ed, what a rolling start does promote is absolute carnage going into turns 1 and 2. So will we see the same for this one?
I think we will. An awful lot of totally trash guys in the middle. Ben Aves there, brake testing. No, that was fair, Ben. But the green flag is being unfurled there now. It's been... it's gonna happen. Look at this. And the green flag drops there now. It's Spiky straight into the lead with 3 Northern Barnes cars right behind him. We knew this would happen. Look at that. Callum Reid getting flicked into the middle. Won the heat earlier on in very spectacular fashion. Another pile up there down the pit bend. An awful lot of totally trash cars getting caught in that pit bend. So maybe what Ben Aves was heard saying earlier on is true. They're just on a wrecking mission and we know who they're going after.
Yeah, certainly. I think the Totally Trash guys, as always, have been great value for money here tonight. Absolutely awesome stuff. But it is, well, we will confirm the race lead in a minute, but it's been a quiet start. Well, as I say, like a few cars going spinning on the home straight.
Oh, look at that. What a solid shot there. And Totally Trash guys. I think that was one of Northern Barnes guys. But for the double points final, at the moment, it is Danny Potts Dippy in the lead. Second place, Harvey Webb. Third place, Adam Blaine and Spiky. Josh Mashin then in fourth. So basically, the 3 teams are in the top 4. Dale Blackett in fifth. Callum Reid back up in the 6th position. So yeah, it's all to play for at the moment at this very early stage. Only 1/5 distance to it at the moment. Matt Josie getting shoved onto the grass again. Oh, Matt, pull out in front of these Totally Trash boys. They're waiting for you. You could change the whole outcome of this race if you wanted to, but no, he's just sitting there waiting. Oh, look at that, he's pulling out. As if he's outplay stuck on the car. Come on, Matt. But yeah, Josh Mashin now into the lead. Second place, Harvey Webb. Third place, Callum Reid. Fourth place, Dale Blackett. So again, a representative of each team in the top 4. But at the moment, it's Northern Barnes with the points advantage. But of course, we're only on lap 6 of lap 25. I mean, pretty much at 1/5 distance. But I mean, you know, it's definitely not going to be like this towards the end of the race.
No, definitely not. And, you know, if Josh can hold on to this 4-team Totally Trashed, it will be their first race win of the night. It could be too little too late, but there's still a long way to go. We're not even at half race distance yet. It's Harvey Webb in 2nd position, Slipper in 3rd. Callum Reid, after his spin on the first lap, he's going great guns. He's up to 3rd now, 4 Northern Bangers. And he keeps the momentum going in this one.
He is. The Cage boys getting stuck in there now. Totally Trashed. He's pushing around there now. Still Josh Mashin lead. Dale Blackett up in the 2nd for Cage. Callum Reid in 3rd. Each team then 1, 2, 3. Again, like you said, Totally Trashed boys not giving up. Josh Mashin finally getting the chance he's waiting for all night. That was Cy Needle there. Usually plow into there. I think it was Jamie Potts. He flicked in there now in the back corner. But James, he comes around again. Oh, he's still pile up there for him on the start finish straight. But it is still Josh Mashin in the lead for Totally Trashed. Double points for the final.
Yeah, double points in this one, so it's all to play for. Josh Machin still in the lead. Slipper in 2nd position. I believe it is still Callum Reid in 3rd. So we'll have to see how we get on. As the Union flag drops, the second half of the race gets underway. All the order remain the same. It's still all to play for, but it's been fairly quiet in this one, Ed, actually. A lot of drivers are going for those all-important points.
Yeah, like I said, the final generally is the race. Anyway, I mean, you look at the we've only lost 2 cars in this race. Full of both cases, we've lost Tiddy Dave and we've lost Liam Horner. So obviously, you know, Liam's good intentions didn't last, but hey, it's Liam, it's the T-boy. He'll be back. He always is. But yeah, Josh Mashin still in the lead. Dale Blackett now up into 2nd place. Callum Reid still in 3rd. I think that is Spiky in 4th position. So at the moment, Cage have the numeric advantage. There's still 10 laps to go. 10 laps, and pretty much anything can happen. And Matt Josie still getting in the way there, or is he? Oh, look at that now. He's got one, the Totally Trash Canada limousine right behind him. That's Side Needle. Plows him into the post. Matt Josie again eating the fence. Seems pretty good to be able to use those wire posts as dental floss pretty much by the end of this one. But still in the lead, it is Josh Mashing clicking up the laps. Second place, Dale Blackett for Caged. Third place, I think it is Adam Blingdon, 391 Spiky.
It is. Spikey's doing a great job tonight, picking up those all important third and fourth places. Just keeping the points ticking over for Team Caged. And he's looking to do the same in this final. As I believe that's Jamie Potts going for a spin on the home straight there. So you have Team Totally Trashed. And more Northern Bangers cars going on opposite there. That's 62, Harvey Webb going on opposite there, just sticking out as Josh Matchin, the world champion, tries to take out Harvey. When he do it, he's in the race lead. You don't really need to be doing that, though. So we'll see what he's doing. Yes, he just holds back a nice little nudge out wide, and he laps him again and just pops on the Northern Bangers cars.
Harvey was getting pushed into one of his teammates. So it's very satisfying moving team racing, push some, basically take two cars out at the same time, one go. But he's still in the lead there now. He's got 5 laps to go. He nearly got caught out there. One of the Northern Barnes boys on Hoppo pretty much on the start line. But Dale Blackett's still doing in a fantastically strong second place. I think that has Adam Blind and Spiky now into third. She was waiting for the lap burst update there at the moment. That could be Cam Reid in fourth place. Not sure yet. Just waiting for the lap burst update. In fourth position is Kieran Smith. He nearly got a win earlier on, so Totally Trash might get a fairly reasonable points haul here now. We've 3 laps to go there now. It is still Josh Mashing in the lead, the goal top. He's pushed his way through there now. He's catching up. His teammates let him through. That 3 Totally Trash cars together. They're better off. It's good team racing. They're better off staying together for this one. Is he? Oh, look at that. Josh Mashing nearly got caught on the point there now. Kieran Smith there now fourth. Basically fourth and first together. That's the length of the lead that he basically has. So if they can pretty much stay in this position, act as a tail gunner, he's got him. But Kieran McIver's coming up behind him. What's he going to do?
That's good team racing there. Kieran Smith just let the world champion go there. Obviously realised he's quicker than him and he is in the lead of this race. So last lap, Can Totally Trash secure their first race win of the night. On opposite low, who's that? On turn number 2 from the middle there. I don't know who that was. I couldn't quite see the number. But 267, Danny Grady is coming up behind though.
Oh, he's picked it up again. He's lit. Turn 2.
Now. Josh just nicks from the inside. Oh, he's got another Bangers car there. It's coming through. And it is. Danny Grady on the line. Superb team racing there from Shifty 467 Sheldon Grames. He just put the brakes on, allowing his teammate to close in and take it on the line. What superb action there. Fair play. Northern Bangers taking another race win tonight, and we'll have to see what that does to the scores. But I believe early calculations suggest that Northern Bangers are your WEBACRASH 2.0 team champions.
I think as well as that was I'd nearly say, I think that was the least points Northern Bangers have actually scored because they only got 1 car across in the top 4. Fair enough, the leader, but like we were saying earlier on, consistency, your second, third, fourth places is where you're going to score the points. But desperately bad luck for Josh Mashing there. But again, he didn't give up. He basically kept going until literally the last 10 metres of the track is where that race was decided. But there is the official result then of the final. First place is 267 Danny Grady for Northern Bangers. Second place, Josh Mashing for Team Totally Trash. Third place at very fine second and third place, Kieran Smith for Totally Trash in third place. And fourth, Dale Black for Caged. So what changes will that bring to the points? We're just waiting for the points to wrap up. There might be a penalty or 2 handed out there now, just waiting for the marshals to decide. But I don't think so. That was a fairly clean race, apart from people probably kind of pulling out the traffic a bit sloppily. Apart from that, it was pretty cool.
I think we are just waiting for the marshals to calculate. I've tried my best to calculate, but I think Northern Bangers are on 200. Northern Bangers are confirmed as your WEBACRASH 2.0 team champions. They are on 200 points. I believe Caged are on 120, but we'll get that confirmed. And from the depths of looking like Nova 10, the battle for second is still on, I think. There's 40 points separating them, I believe. Caged are on 120, Totally Trashed are on 80.
Oh, look at
We'll have
that,
to see how that stunt goes in the DD. So they are on 110, so there's been another docking for Caged.
Sorry, we're just so we're just waiting for an official result there now. Northern Bangers basically have a 100% lead. They're on 200 points. Caged on 100, Totally Trashed on 80 points. So there is the DD to come. You have first and second place in the DD. There is potentially 30 points on the table. So if Totally Trashed can keep it clean in this DD, there is a good chance that they will take second place from Caged. Like we said, the very, very start, it's not over just yet. Although Northern Bangers are in the lead, second and third place is still to play for.
On my calculations, Ed, there's 30 points separating them in the DD, and there's 30 points on offer. So could we have a runoff after the DD if the points are level for second at the end of the meeting? Well, I've just been told not to confuse our steward of a meeting, but basically for you guys at home, if Totally Trashed are the last two cars running in the DD, they will get 30 points, meaning they will end the meeting on 110, the same as Caged are on now.
But if it went to a tie-break situation now, I suppose we have the winner, so that's okay. But I don't think we can really do tiebreakers in Banger Racing.
Well, actually, have we ever had a tie-break in a Banger meeting or a Banger race before, Ed?
No, we don't do tiebreakers.
No tiebreakers in Banger racing. Just smash each other up.
Yeah, well, I think actually what we could do is get Matt Josie and then Gandalf in to have a debate, and then we decide who wins that way. Get Ben Aves into the debate.
Like it, yeah.
Yeah. So yes, we go back from the violence to the what do we call it? The more conventional way of winning, which is good old fashioned debate rather than resorting to violence. And then when we have to resort to violence, they basically go out there and do it. But yeah. So we're just waiting again for the DD. Last car moving, but basically the last two cars moving score the points. 20 points for the winner and 10 points for second place. So basically, if Totally Trashed managed to get to the last two cars, which they could well do because they've been pretty good at kind of steering around the mayhem as well, they could take second place from Caged. So we're just getting ready for the DD to start. It'll be the same. The three marshals cars will pull off into the middle. The only real rules in the DD: no attacking from the middle, no waiting on the middle, and anyone who avoids contact, they get a blue flagged. They better basically get stuck in with either the front or the back of the car. If they don't, they get disqualified. So it's basically no. I'm just waiting for the official marshal's instructions to come out on this one. It says infield, not a huge problem on this. Basically, stay off the grass anyway. No point in waiting it. Anyone who waits and attacks the car, they will get disqualified. So we're just waiting now for the start of the DD. Last car moving is the winner, but the last two cars will score points.
And any predictions for this one? And obviously, we've got a few DD specialists. I believe 811 Kieran McCarver's won the most DDs of the field. So do you think he can do it in this one?
I think he could. I'm just waiting there now. Just waiting there now for the Marshall cars to move out of the way. Yeah, I think Kieran McCarver would be a safe bet on this one. So, but we just don't know, do we?
No, we don't know, and that is the art and beauty of Banger Racing Car. I feel like I've said that a lot of times tonight. Art and beauty of stuff. It's very, very sophisticated here on the commentary team tonight.
Yeah,
but a few cars, I think they're just getting ready for this DD now. Vikings coming through, and he ain't waiting for no one. And we are going to go green, green, green.
There we go. Last car moving. Who's going to be turning around earlier on? A different camera angle for this one there. Nice big pile up going into the pit bend there now. Pretty much equal cars piled in there in each one. You know the advantage there. Look, who's that skating through the tyres there? Dale Blackett done a nice job. Not going through the big pile up there now. The turn 3. Ouch. At least 6 cars there and they're clipping the points. Oh, look at that. Tarvey Webb absolutely plows into that was Liam Horning there. The T-boy got absolutely stuffed There's plenty of orange cars going on here, plenty of orange squash going on. But yeah, we're not looking at the laps here in this one. 60 laps. I don't think anyone's going to manage even 60 laps in this one. But we're just waiting now. All the cars are started. The DD are still going.
John Bricknell and Shifty they're meeting on the nose. On turn 2, Harvey Webb was also jacking up the Team Cage man. But here we go. Josh Matchin goes in on Jack and Junior on the entrance to turn 1. Callum Reed there just gets caught up on the infield mark tyre. Someone's on the roof. Hopefully they'll get a helping nudge to get back on.
They might.
Here we go there. Northern Bangers and Cage going at each other. What a shot by Jack and Junior on Danny Grady. It's all kicking off there between them. Viking goes in as well there.
Oh, T-Boy.
I believe that was T-Boy.
Let's see what. Marshall Keno. I like it. Yeah. I wonder who painted the skin on Marshall Keno's car. He's got it black.
Oh dear.
They're saying thanks to the. Oh, look at that. The Northern Bangers boys stuck together there.
Dippy in the carnage there. He's up on all twos. He's doing a Stephen Boogler at Great Yarmouth BWS last year when Boogie was up on 2 wheels, I believe, on top of his brother as well, 262 Runa. So Dippy just needs Jamie to help him back there, and then we've got a bit of a copycat scenario going on.
I think he does.
Slipper goes in.
Matt Jones getting ploughed there by Team Trash, totally trashed again. Oh, look at that there. Spiky 3-1 head on there to Side Needle. Oh, we've lost the camera car, but that's okay. We're going to move back on to the next one. We're not really looking at laps here at the moment anyway. There's only been 2 laps done, Matt, but there's been no blue flags being dropped out, which is pretty good. Everyone's getting stuck in. We're starting to lose a few cars here now as well. I think we've lost T-Boy, we've lost Matt Simpson, and we can't actually make it. We've lost it now. Plenty of action here. Everyone just ploughing in. Oh, nice little move there. One of the top tracks just Side Needle there. Shoved David Hands into it's Matt Josie and under immense pressure here now. He's getting fenced again. Totally trash guys there. He's declaring war on Matt Josie. That Pontiac GTO Canada's plough into it. It is going to bend. But yeah, don't forget the top 2 in the DD score points. I think Totally Trash realised that. I was just trying to take the opposition. And look at that. There's Smithy there who's doing very well at one stage. He's picked up Dale Blackett there. Is he going to fence him? He's coming the opposite way. Who's that he's going to head on into? Just waiting here now for the next result to come up. Ouch.
It's Northern Bangers versus Totally Trashed on turn number 2 there. Some hard hits going in. Harvey and Dippy, they're going at each other. Viking goes in as well.
Yeah, Brent Shaw. Yep. There seems to be quite a few Totally Trash cars left at this stage, but we're kind of losing cars now. A few guys writing themselves off. Oh, look at that Totally Trash double teamed. Who was that they went into? Oh, it would be Matt Jones.
That was Kieran Smith going in on Viking there as well, I believe.
Yeah.
Don't know if he actually meant it, but not what you want to be doing at this early stage in the DD.
No, definitely not. Who have we got there now? Oh, man, there are 3 teams in together. They're hitting us. I want to see. They're all picking on each other now rather than waiting. But Matt Josie's out of it. Oh, look at that. Northern Bangers again on top of Totally Trashed. Let's see what we got here now. How many cars have we got left at this stage? We're down to 11. We're just over half the cars that started. 21 started DD. Oh, no, sorry, I do apologize. It was 18 cars that started, and we've coming down to 10 now. So 1 or 2 more cars then might be able to make some early predictions as to who's going to take the DD. Still last been done at the moment.
Right. My early predictions out. McIver's out. Shifty goes in on Smithy there. Great shot. One of the other Northern Bangers cars also going on Smithy, but he resumes the action. Northern Bangers are looking quite strong at this stage, Ed.
They are, but still a fair number of Totally Trash cars. I think Cage actually took the brunt of it down to DD. We've lost Matt Jones, we've lost Kieran McIver. So yeah, the guys that we thought were going to do well in this DD aren't doing too well at all. Actually, I do apologize, we haven't lost Kieran McIver. He's still going. But yeah, we've lost another camera car there now. But yeah, Northern Bangers seem to be doing fairly well now in this DD. But obviously it's not quite over yet. Not too many blue flags being waved either. But as you can see there now, there's quite a few cars littering the raceway. So as we clock down, we've 7 cars left at the moment. Just waiting for the lap score updates. I purely so I can see who's left. But seems to be a reasonable number, and the blue flag will be coming out there now because that's the laps count down. See now, Matt Josie's come in. Matt, who got you this time?
Oh, Ed, don't even talk to me. My head's killing me after all that wrecking.
Oh dear.
I've been knocked back and forth, but yeah. We'll update you in a minute.
Okay. Oh, what a head on there. Yeah, Black, a head on it.
Slipper and Shifty going at it there on the home straight.
Proper head on
Almighty
there.
head on. Callum Reed goes in on Slipper as well. I don't know if the Supra's got much more to give, but he's trying to get out of it there. Might not any longer. Boom! Danny Grady. Oh, now comes Harvey Webb, and that has bananaed the Toyota Supra. Absolutely mental wreck there. And now it is the fight for Northern Bangers. It is all about pride now.
Yeah, it looks. Yeah, we've just purely Northern Bangers left. So, yeah, come on, guys. Oh, we're doing this for a photo opportunity during the DD. Okay.
Oh,
that's nice.
This.
So who's going?
The team champions.
The team champions, indeed. We're just zooming
This
in there.
this wasn't in the script, guys.
Well, Matt, you didn't do well enough to stop them. So they're just rubbing your nose in it now,
Was it
son.
in your recent driver excuses like about photos?
You know, we sometimes are bad losers. They're what's called bad winners.
No, we're back. Of the 5 Northern Bangers cars left. Oh, look at that. They actually lined up beside the dead one. That's pretty good going there for Northern Bangers, given that there were 7 cars left in the DD, and there were 7 Northern Bangers cars. So yeah, Dippy's obviously trained his team well, but let's see who's the last man standing. They plow into on the top bend. They can't really tell who has the most wrecked car, because they're all pretty much wrecked. But yeah. Will they let Dippy take the win? Will they let the team leader be the last man standing? I don't think so. Because,
no, I was going to say I don't think so, and I think this is going to be as fierce as any other DD now.
I think the hired guns that Northern Bangers brought in definitely helped Harvey Webb and Harvey Webb and Callum Reid in particular about excellent value for money. Really, really good. I'm very impressed with driving indeed. We have another bashed carcass in the commentary box. Liam, what happened out there this time?
It all went to plan really well, didn't it, really?
Did actually, yeah. You got smashed and bashed and crashed.
Harvey Webb and Reedy, what a head on there. And both are backing off and both going at it.
The 2 hired guns, they're probably told to finish each other off on that one. They're the only 2 left actually as well. So the 30 final DD points are again going to Northern Bangers. We just have to wait and see who's going to finish who off. We're going for the big one here now. It is Callum Reid and Harvey Webb. Oh, what a shot! Critical damage there. It looks like Harvey Webb's car is giving up the ghost. So the winner and taking the final for Northern Bangers, it is 32 Callum Reid. Second place is 622. Harvey Webb. So another orange wash from the Northern Bangers boys. But they worked well as a team, and I have to say well done to Northern Bangers. Any final thoughts on that one, John?
Certainly well done there.
Yeah.
No, just a massive congratulations to Northern Bangers. Been superb all night. A little bit of a hiccup in heat number 2, but since then they were absolutely superb. And believe we are going to hear from T-Boy himself, Mr. Liam Horner, to see what he has to say.
It was different to the caged open that we done a couple of months ago. Definitely. I didn't realise that you get picked on that much. But
Hey up.
Cheers. Thank you very much. I can't see it. No.
He can, he's lying.
He's like, Callum Reid can actually, really can.
Right, boys, I'll go have a shower. I'll catch you in a bit.
I genuinely can't see it. All I can see is Northern Bangers totally trash, race chat, and cage team chat. That's it. That's all I can see. That is, I'm not shitting. Yeah, that's all I can see. Jamie,
Jay, you're in the fuck. Jay, we can hear us all.
Can we?
Yeah.
All right, oh.
is that because
I'm guessing.
James has joined?
Yeah.
Cheers for letting me race tonight, boys.
No worries,
No,
mate. Cheers, Harvey.
Alright, so that's alright.
Right.
Yeah, we're basically in commentary now. Everyone can be
Yeah.
heard.
Yeah. Boss it.
What's mods for FPS?
Normal for NPS.
Server 1 first, yeah.
I think so.
Yes. Oh yeah, that's why we went straight after it when the DD started. Yeah.
Hey up. Oh wait.
Normal 4, Northern Bangers FB promotions.
We can actually hear us now, Kino.
Yeah, we're live on the stream.
Depends on the track, really. Are we still live, by the way? 'Cause I noticed
We're
Kino.
still.
Oh, that's all right. Okay, cool. But yeah, overall, we're much happy with this year. Next year, we're going to build on that momentum and maybe grab the win next year. But like I said, Ed, it depends on the track, on what car I pick. If the track's right, I'll get the GTO back out. Otherwise, I'll change to something else. I think something strong though, because I don't believe in trying to win when you got two teams that are after me technically, pretty much. So, we'll see.
So you'd rather take a pace than try and get away from them, is that what you're saying?
Well, there's no point, is there? I'm just going to get taken out every corner, so might as well go for the crash, then rod round and just never win. Because I know you, Ed and Jordan. You keep paying these other drivers money to take me out, and I wouldn't be surprised if it happens tonight, even though you are part of Caged.
Well, don't forget, Ben Aves showed us the Valentine's card that you sent him. So
And
oh, did he? Oh.
He did.
Technically tonight as well, Matt, we're not part of Team Caged. We are neutral. We are Caged, Northern Bangers, and totally trashed.
I know, but nobody minds a bit of fraud, do they?
Yeah, they do actually. When it comes to when it comes to an important occasion like this, you need to respect the neutrality. And I think we have, Jordan. Matt hasn't.
Yes, I think we've done very well, being impartial and respecting everyone's values and beliefs and teams as well.
Well, if you both do come to the Mega Crash, whether it's this year or next year, I hope you do support us. Don't just be I'm going to be impartial for the sake of it. You can't, because you are representing Cage that day.
Matt, don't forget, there's another two teams booked in as well. The teams that you're forgetting, and
but
they won't shy away from anyone.
But we are the Cage Super Team. We're going to have J Race Media, Mad Jam, and Caged. We're going to have 3 teams.
Who says those 3 teams have to work together?
I was going to say, I've been speaking to Stephanie, and we've both said that we're going to go at it. And if there's a rear boot, no matter what colour, no matter what team, our guys are going to be driving straight through it.
So sorry.
Sorry to cut across you guys. We do have the leader of Northern Bangers in for a quick word. Dippy, very well done, sir. He's going to turn it. He's going to unmute himself.
He's speechless.
He's speechless.
He's just far over the moon at the double, isn't he?
I think he is there now. Back-to-back victories.
He has to sign autographs first, guys. Come on.
He's currently walking through the pits.
He is. Here he is now.
He's got all the little fanboys. Go on, Dippy, sign the book for me. Go on, Dippy.
Anyway, here we are. He's in for a quick word. Number 400, the captain of the victorious Northern Bangers team. Dippy, well done.
Hello.
Are you happy with your victory?
Of course. Of course. Not quite as easy as last year, but it was still good racing.
I do have to say, what was quite funny there was that I made a bit of a mistake there because I joined the Northern Bangers chat. So we actually lost the commentary stream for a bit and joined the Northern Bangers chat. And I did have to say, I did wonder why you hit my camera car, but the damage layer on my car had a very funny message on the other side.
Yeah, I did see that, James. Thanks for that. I didn't realise until my car died in the DD.
Yeah, James. God.
That was nothing to do with me. Mr. Ben Aves made my skin.
Oh, did he now? I'll be having words with my Valentine.
Oh dear. So
yes, it was a cunning plan for the DD.
Yeah, they definitely work. So, did you have any team tactics at the start, or was it just a case of look, keep going, or was there any plan?
Yeah. No, we had a plan in place, which the first race went well, the second race didn't, and then obviously we turned it around for the orange wash in Heat 3.
No, it was good. It was good, impressive. I mean, what was most unusual for us in the contracts was watching Harvey Webb both doing laps and turning basically turning right instead of turning left, because he's usually the first guy on Oppo. So I mean, he obviously picked up fairly well in the case of right, you're in second place, you're in third place, go for it. I mean, we did say at the start that fair enough, one team might win, but if the other team gets second, third, and fourth, they're going to clock up the points as well. So I mean, a pretty much flawless performance by Bernard Barnes, and again, very well done. Is there anyone that you'd like to thank publicly? We'll give you the opportunity.
I'd like to thank all the lads that raced for us tonight, that put in the performance, and obviously all the guys that support Northern Bangers, overcaged, obviously.
You're allowed to say that. You're allowed.
But yeah, no, just thanks to the lads that raced, and obviously the lads, a number of them that raced, turn up week in, week out to race the league as well, the Northern Bangers League. So big thanks to everyone that keeps supporting that.
Yeah, absolutely, Dippy. I'd also say as well, I think that your league is probably one of the out of all the breakfast leagues, the one that's the best organised, has the most good events. So if anyone's been watching this and is thinking of getting a game in PC, how would they get involved with Northern Bangers promotions on breakfast?
The easiest way is obviously you'll need Discord. That's where all of our meetings you're booking for and all the skin submission, and you can get that via our Facebook page. There's a link to it on there, and then you just join in and register on the league.
Yeah, and thanks for me again. It's always a laugh doing these ones, because I know that it's like people might think that we're rivals, and we are rivals, but only in a friendly way. It's always good to have our 3 pages have a laugh together, and I think today showed that. So thanks again, and well done again. I think your guys' experience and your team picks really did show how good you are at this game. So thank you.
Yeah, no worries, absolutely. That's what it's all about: coming together, having a laugh, and hopefully it'll be the same for the actual WEBACRASH whenever we finally get that going.
Oh yes.
Hopefully WEBACRASH 1, well, the WEBACRASH relaunch, hopefully we'll have that in real life before we have to do a WEBACRASH 3.
Yeah, hopefully. Let's hope for a little bit more normality this year.
I know
Let's hope so.
My flags are getting dusty now. I need to get back to the track as soon as possible.
That's it.
My flags are still dusty.
I think so.
The question is, will you see me in a real banger? That's the real question here.
And if you did,
Hope so.
And if you did, please can we see a level as 400 just behind you?
Ooh.
Behind or going through?
Ooh, had to get that in there, didn't he?
Sadly, no GTOs are permitted, though.
You don't know.
You wouldn't race a GTO around there anyway, Matt. He was very surprised when we seen it.
If it's done like some of the best banger drivers in the world barely struggle to get around a slippery stand lake in a rear wheel drive car.
I think we've got a pretty good team. We got Aaron Charles and Little Spiky 391. They're in real life, they're pretty good drivers around there. 2 of the top regular street banger drivers. So we got 2 great drivers there. And of course, it's not me captaining the team that day. Actually, it's Bryson Brick Walker. So he'll be doing the team talks for that one. Someone actually that's good at racing and doesn't, pull on the infield after a few laps.
Well, to be fair, as we saw at the Real Cage Open, Bryson is someone who can be as quick as you like around that track, and so obviously he was there in that class with the Speedworth World Champion. He was absolutely going around there rapidly, and in the DD he was dishing out some decent hits. So we know how good Bryson is out on that track, especially as his first time around Stand Lake as well. He looked as quick as the regulars.
Yeah, so close to winning the DD, and we got second in the end. So close to win, so we got at least, we've got a real good chance of it in WEBACRASH, but hopefully we get it this year. Otherwise, worst comes to worst, maybe next year.
You know what's going to happen though, don't you? Is that we'll have 2 cage teams, and there are also
they take each other out.
You've got the 2 J Race Media teams, the 2 Mad Gen teams, we're going to end up in a situation where all 6 of our teams have taken each other out, and somehow probably Northern Bangers will get the win at the end.
Probably, yeah.
I don't know. I've got a team full of crashers, so I'm not sure that we'll be going for the points. That's for sure.
All right, okay. Well, it's good to see that the bants are here, but as we discussed before, the bants don't mean nothing. I mean, once you're on the track, once the green flag drops, the bullshit stops. But I think we had him in a minute ago. Breck Edney get a totally trash to be back in a minute. See if we can get Ben Aves in. But again, well done to everybody. Well pulled together. We're a good team, off track and on it. So, any early predictions? If we're gonna have a WEBACRASH version 3.2, any early hints we're gonna have it, Dippy?
Dover. Come on, let's have it at Dover.
Not sure. There is a couple of new tracks coming out, and a revamped one as well that would probably be very fitting for the next one if we were to do it. But yeah, let's hope we don't have another online WEBACRASH and we finally get a proper mega crash.
And just before you go, Dippy, I think I probably said it wrong earlier on. What's your own Wreckfest website? Basically, the information site. I hope I got the address right. So feel free to put...
It's www.wreckfestonlinebangers.co.uk.
And that is, we were saying earlier on, that is the resource for how to paint your cars, how to get everything ready. That's basically the handbook for Wreckfest. But once again, Dippy, well done, and well done to your team. And let's see if we can do the hat trick next time.
Thank you very much. Thanks for Cage actually turning up this year, and hopefully we'll have a.
We did try.
You did. You pushed us this year. You didn't. You actually bothered to turn up, so it was nice. It was nice, Matt. I'll catch you all at some point, lads. Take care. See you later.
No worries, Dippy. Thank you.
Cheers, mate. Take it easy.
Oh, and he's dropped back out again. We were about to have Breck Edney in to have a quick word, and we have a totally trash, so even get him back. But let's see now. Liam, you've licked your wounds there now. You still feeling a bit dizzy now as the dizziness stopped?
Yeah, no, I've only just about caught my bearings again.
It's all right. But no, you done well. You nearly won a heat. I mean, that's given what was out there and given the strength of the opposition, that's not the worst thing. But we're just waiting for Breck Edney to come back in, or see if we can get Ben Aves in for a quick word. And then so we'll lock himself and Matt Josie in a room together and turn on some low music and light a few candles and all that. But no, we'll see if we can. I'm going to see if we can get Breck Edney back in. Actually, this time we'll let him speak because last time he actually muted himself. But any final thoughts there tonight, Jordan, or just happy enough? Good racing, good team action.
No, good racing, good team action, good banter, hard hits, great laughs, great time. Really simple as that. Yeah, obviously, I think Keno said it and Dippy said it as well. We are good rivals, us three, but coming together like this, all having a good chat, all having a good laugh, and is a great way to spend your Friday night, especially at the moment when you can't do much either. So yeah, just a massive, massive thank you to all three teams, all drivers, all marshals, all captains, everyone watching at home. Really, it's been another great evening, and we'll thoroughly look forward to doing it all again soon. This is it. I mean, hopefully everyone's enjoyed it. We haven't discussed it all night, but the virus, as we say, it is slowly receding. Obviously, the vaccination program is happening on different sides of the RC. It's happening at different speeds, unfortunately. We're lagging behind in that aspect, but it's good to see it happening. Good to see people getting the jabs, and hopefully in a couple of months it'll be the end of this one. But we're just waiting to see now if we can get Breck Edney back in. I'm not sure if he's going to come back. If he come back, then we'll give him his opportunity to say something. But
should we go to the adverts? Well, we haven't got any, have we? We haven't got any adverts.
No, we don't. They weren't in the script, Matt. Sorry.
Oh, they wasn't supposed to be in there. No.
But just go to the stewards box there. Marshall Keno, any final thoughts on that one?
Yeah, no, I think that was a really good meeting. I was really happy with it overall. Heat 6 started to get a bit leery, but I think it definitely helped having the two marshals from the other two teams there with me. I was on two. It was an absolute nightmare for me because I was trying to do 8 things at once. I've got the marshals in one ear, I've got commentators in the other, I'm trying to do the camera, I've got drivers sending me videos left, right and centre.
Oh god, I couldn't. I mean, obviously doing it online against doing it in real life, I mean, either way it must be a bloody nightmare.
Well, James should be used to doing about 7,000 things in one go.
Oh, well, I like to say that. Yeah.
I mean, I honestly think Nims, some of the challenges of like doing it makes you realise how difficult like Gav, Adam, Alex's jobs are, because you've got drivers shouting at you, trying to talk to the marshals, and the two marshals we had were also both saying like how they were just looking at one corner each, and they were saying, I don't know, I only saw the end of that, like I only saw as it went in, I don't know whether or not to call it. And I think most of the meetings we do, it's just me on my own, isn't it? So
yes,
that's where it gets so difficult. Mr. Gedney,
okay,
are we here, Mr.
Hello.
Gedney?
Yep, we're here.
There we go.
So Brett, you need so any thoughts on that meeting first? As a representative of Team Totally Trust. Sorry, apologies.
Well, being the main captain and head of Totally Trash, no offence, Benno's putting all the work in, I actually missed it. I've been at work.
And playing with the Nissan Prairie.
No, I've got a Honda Jazz now for the daily, so I've been playing with the Honda Jazz.
You got a sensible car that isn't 25 years old. Doing well.
I wouldn't say sensible. The exhaust fell off it already.
So basically, you now have a road car that is younger than you. Is that right?
Surprisingly, yes.
Okay. Well, basically, were you getting any updates at all, or just you've literally walked straight into this and seeing the results?
I watched Heat 1, had to leave, come back, and I saw that Northern Bangers had won. I wasn't surprised. They've got quite a good team between them. I mean, they seem to be like the top team at the minute, so I wasn't too surprised. With it, Ben Aves choosing all Granadas for the cars. That was a bit of a that was a question.
Speaking of which, here is 466 Ben Aves.
That was
How can you go wrong with 7 different Granadas, eh?
No, I wouldn't think so, Gandalf. But yeah, well, I mean, fair enough. We said earlier on you were taking the pace, but then all of a sudden, just before the final in the DD, you were in with a reasonable shout. Was there any team tactics handed out basically for the DD and the final to try and get you back into it?
There was no tactics at all. It was literally just, if someone's in front of you, they're going in.
And if it's Matt Josie, definitely go in.
If it's Matt Josie, drive through him twice.
So while we've got you on, Ben, let's talk through my damage layer.
Yeah? Nice, isn't it?
That was the funniest Black Cross I've ever had to give. Mate, thing is, actually, there was as we were doing practice, I think on the damage layer, my bumper, which didn't actually get shown during the race, I think it said "Who" on the back as well. On the back.
It says "Who" on the front and the back, and Matt Josie "Who" on the side.
So I think I knew something was coming. But as soon as you and Dippy said we got the plan for the D-Day, and then I saw you hitting the camera car, I thought I know what's happening here.
At least there wasn't a photo of Peter Griffin.
No, we tried to not go too horrible about it.
But I think that's sort of like it does show sort of like how with our pages, like obviously there's a lot of banter online, but we do obviously work together quite a lot. You've actually kept me sane over the last couple of days because
Trying to.
I'd worked pretty much 30 hours in a row for work, and then spend 6 hours setting this up.
And converting Matt's skins.
Matt's skins, because the only driver who didn't actually submit a proper skin was Matt. And also a big shout out to Totally Trash as well, because obviously this is a new track for us broadcasting, and we were a bit worried about the servers, and obviously Totally Trash actually set up an entire backup server ready for us to go to just in case it didn't work. So I'd like to personally say my massive thanks to you as well, and also to your marshals as well, to yours and Northern Bangers marshals. Both were excellent tonight. I had 2 earpieces in. I had 1 earpiece from the commentary, 1 earpiece from the marshals, and even they were saying they only had to look at one corner at a time, and even they were like astounded with there's too much to look at. I was like, well, usually I'm sitting here on my own, so at least if there's someone from each team as well, everyone knows that we're not ignoring things. It's just difficult to see everything. But they were great as well, so a massive shout out to them. They were fantastic. So that's to 474 and Kingy. What number was he?
77.
They were both absolutely fantastic the whole way throughout. So massive thanks to them. I know it's a cage branded event, but it wouldn't work without the effort that you and Northern Mangas put in. So thank you very much.
No worries. Thanks for having us. It was a good meeting, a brilliant meeting, hard hitting.
I think that's one of the best team meetings I've seen. Actually, I know. Heat 6 got a bit naughty.
It did.
I had to bring out a few warnings. I know. Dave Hansen was a bit annoyed that I docked Cage, but I think the point I said to him was everyone else was nudging each other. You turned around.
Yeah.
I think that was the only thing. Like,
It's a little bit different.
It's like I can tolerate it if people are putting a few nudges on each other, but then when I go to the camera and you're facing the wrong way on the grid, there's not much else I can do. But apart from that, I think it's actually a really good team meeting. It's very difficult online to manage these things, but I think on the whole, the fact that the drivers were representing the teams and with the live broadcast, I think it put on a good race, put on a good show.
Was again good meeting overall, and yeah, I think everyone's gone away happy, which is the main thing. Any final thoughts, guys? We're going to wrap this one up.
We'll be back.
Oh,
didn't you say that last year?
No. I just felt like a baby and threw my dummy out the pram last year.
That was before the meeting as well.
It was, I think, yeah.
I suppose my only final thought, Ed, is if someone can teach Matt Josie how to convert TGAs into B maps,
then you've
completed
life.
Okay. Well, it only leaves me to hand out the official prize giving ceremony, which is a weekend away for two, Matt Josie and Ben Avesey. You have a romantic weekend away in a little caravan somewhere.
And that is confirmed, Ed, that is after May or June time, isn't it? We can't do that just yet.
You said
no, not yet.
That, so.
No, eventually, and we expect a full report back on every filthy detail.
I wouldn't go that far.
Actually, yeah, Jordan, you're right. We need to stay neutral on this one. Okay, well, that has been WEBACRASH version 2.0. It only leaves me with massive thanks to my fellow co-commentator, Jordan Hollins. You enjoyed that, Jordan?
Yep, enjoyed it very, very much. Again, one last thank you to all involved. Another amazing effort, spectacular evening, and I'll hopefully see you all and / get to meet you all trackside again soon.
That's fine. You'll be signing the autographs. Big massive thanks to Mr. James Keane, Marshall Keane. Basically ran the whole show in the background. He could have been racing, but took time out to get everything together, fix Matt Josie skins, give feedback cross out. So yeah, well done, and a very thanks to Marshall Keane.
It's always my pleasure. I do really enjoy putting these on, and hopefully people watching enjoyed it. Hopefully the racers enjoyed it. Sounds like they did. So it's something that's hard work, but on a night like this, it's worth it.
That's it. Well, everyone goes away happy. That's the main thing that's important. Banger racing. We're not cold. We're not wet. All nicely indoors. Hopefully that'll change before much longer. But I've been Ed Fahey. We really hope you've enjoyed WEBACRASH version 2.0, won by Northern Buyers, and we'll see you again very shortly.